Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Rummer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail. And obviously, like, I'm here in the banner starting off, which is something I never usually do, but I forgot that the banner changed. I did. I'm more in touch with the Genshin banner because I feel like I wish on the Genshin banner more, and I haven't got to know the characters on the Honkai banners, which is why I don't wish as often, I guess. And I'm waiting for, right now I'm waiting for Robin or Aventurine, really. But like, it's one of those situations where like I went to the banner, I went like, oh, Cyrene's still here, so the banner mustn't have changed. And I went, oh, and I saw Phanon. Of course, like that's what happened. I was like, oh. But there's like more characters on the banner as well that we can check out too. But yeah, there's Phanon on the banner, which is this character we've definitely seen before. I think he was on the banner before. I could be wrong though. And then we also have, can we go into it here? How do we go into it again? There we go. We have Cypher, who was also on the banner before. Another really cool design as well. And then we have Madai? Such a like dangerous and sharp design, right? So cool. I think he was on the banner the first ever time we played Honkai Star Rail. I think he was. One of the earlier designs we had. Or one of the earliest characters we had on the banner. When we started off. Because I remember, like, you know, even now, like, I still haven't met these characters. But it is still cool to kind of like see them in this form as well. Let's check out the actual. I'm sure we've seen Phanon on the banner before. I think we have. But yeah, I think Phanon's design is like, it's like very pristine, very clean in a lot of ways. Like he has like a very like I don't want to say proper, but like there's like, you know, leaves and like kind of a kind of printed design on the outfit on the side. They like very like bright kind of like tint of the top of the cape, very royal kind of esque cape, I guess, as well. It feels like a very pristine and clean and like high-ranking design. Like it maybe he's like a high-ranking officer, maybe he's like a high-ranking soldier or something like that as well. Who knows? Maybe he's like it could even be like something like a general or like a commander, or even like if depending on the location he's in, this could be like how like diplomats dress as well. You never know. What's so interesting, he has like the symbol of the sun on the side of his neck and on the back here as well. Yeah. Really like clean and cute design as well. Because again, if you just zoom in his face, like, you know, he has like a very, very adorable looking face to me. But yeah, very pristine, clean. And maybe that's part of his story as well. I like the boots as well. The boots are really cool. Then we have, Moses. Oh, we could probably get a constellation. Well, they were already on the banner, weren't they? No, they weren't. We could probably get a constellation for Mose, maybe. Mose. Why do I say Mose again? I leave the quest with Mose in it once, and I start calling by a different name. Then there's Cypher. This really cool cat lady costume as well. Yeah, like, and she has like a very like I don't know if you'd call it like bandit style outfit. Maybe that's just because I'm thinking of Catwoman in some cases, but I really like the hood, and like she has like a very kind of like a little bit mischievous smile as well. The boots are really cool. The way they like go up all the way up here to the thigh as well. Like, but they're like have a really cool design in them too. A lot of gold plating here with these characters. Is that the theme? And the full-on cattail as well. Yeah, it's such an interesting design too, because again, I don't know anything about the characters. I can only go up by the design itself. But it seems like she is like a character who steals things in some way. You see here in the actual thing. So I guess it does kind of like, in a way, call upon like, is there like a cat bell on her freaking, on her leg? That's such a funny design choice. Is that there in the actual design as well? Oh my god, it is. That's so fun. There's like a cat bell, you know, that you put on like a cat's collar to know they're coming. And there's like an interesting thing here as well. You see the kind of like pendant. Yeah, she has like a kind of like a very sweet smile, but also as well, like it's like, I think she has a bit of mischief in her. And that goes without saying with the fact that she's like clearly like a bandit of some kind, like with all the stuff she's taken here. And then we have Madai. So freaking sick. Like, look at this. Really cool design. I love the way, like, in Honkai Star Rail, like, some of the gold-plated stuff and the kind of, like, metallic stuff shines so brightly when you're looking at it. Like, it, like, has a glistening feel to it. Yeah, even, like, the leg, what do they call them again? I forget the name of the leg braces, but they look really cool, too. I think that sometimes, like, gold plating, and gold-plated armor can sometimes look... Like, all gold-plated armor would look kind of tacky, but I think the way they've done it here, like, mixing it with, like, the red, and the same with the other designs, too, like, mixing with the white and the blue, mixing with the black... I love a gold trim in that sense, you know? The necklace is really interesting, too. This is a pretty character. It definitely is. I love the kind of, like, sunburst hair in a way. Like, the different shades of, like, kind of like orangey yellows, I guess. Look at the back. This is a pretty character. Holy hell. This is a beautiful character. Hey, eyes up here. Eyes up here, Honkai Star Rail fans. Eyes up here, I'm telling you. Yeah, I really like the color coding and design. I love like the actual like sharp edges of the like the gold-plated armor. I like that it actually looks cool rather than just kind of like fancy, if you know what I mean, in terms of the gold plating stuff. Because I feel like, you know, Phaenon's gold looks fancy. This guy's gold looks like sharp. Does that make sense? Where it looks sharp and kind of like dangerous, has like a very like cool, more of a like a metallic feel than actually just like fancy gold. But again, he has such an interesting character design. And yeah, a very pretty character as well. Love this design. This is really cool too. Love like the braid in the hair as well. I guess like a plait. And the face paint under the eye. Yeah, these are interesting designs as well. And again, I've said it before, but I am waiting currently for... the thing I'm waiting for currently is Robin. Robin's my most desired character. I do want, obviously, like, to complete the Stellar Hunter, you know, characters. If Firefly comes to the battle, we're getting Firefly. If Silverwolf goes in the banner again, I'll try maybe go for Silverwolf. But it also always depends on the wants, right? Because the thing is, like, it's one of those things, if Silverwolf comes to the banner, it's like I'm still waiting for Robin. If you know, Firefly, there might be a question because I love Firefly so much, but the number one priority I want is Robin. That's just end of. It's like Robin is the number one. Ventry's high up there too, and obviously the Stellar Hunters are high up there as well. Let's head back over here to the next part of this mission. Oh, you can just fast travel to the tactics board. Great stuff. Wait, there's rewards here?
My hallucinations are getting worse.
Oh, Hook's here now.
When I was fighting Topaz, do you know who I saw?
Yeah, Cacolia.
I saw Madame Cacolia standing at the other end of the ring, summoning blades of ice aimed at me.
Sounds like your problem is getting serious. Like, and that's a scary thing as well, by the way, because I said it like as well before that what you call it, that, you know, in one of my things I was saying that, like, you know, in terms of like mechanics, I was like, oh, I wish I got to fight Topaz, but like story-wise, it's such an intriguing story to have all these like hallucinations happening, and especially with the stuff with like Madame Cacolia, because Madame Cacolia was a huge figure in the oppression of the underworld, but not only that, but a huge figure in Balebog in general. Like, to have her show up right now, like, it would be very like scary, you know. Maybe the Supreme Guardian is watching over you. I don't think so. It sounds like I'm not gonna ever like lie like that. It sounds like your problem is getting serious.
I guess so. I don't think this is just some simple culture shock.
Yeah, it can't just be the food or anything like that. Because I know, like, if you get like, yeah, it's not that the food would have given him food poisoning, but I think he was saying that, like, you know, he was, you know, I say in his own words, firing rockets off on the toilet. And I know that like stomach problems can, I think, like if you get like a stomach bug, you can like get like a little bit woozy and stuff like that too. But in this case, it's not that. Like, and they make amazing food here as well, so it's not food poisoning or anything. You know what I mean? Like, they make amazing food in the Xian show.
Oh, I know. It's gotta be some IPC baddie dressed up as the Supreme Guardian, so you would hesitate to attack Topaz.
I don't know. I don't think Luka would hesitate. I think Luka likes the fighting, though.
There's a break coming up, so there won't be any fights. Luka, you can use this chance to
Good.
rest and recuperate.
Good.
I do need a break. I'm not actually an Iron Man or anything. Speaking of which, Pitch Darkhook the Great, what are you doing here on your own? Where'd Svarog?
Oh, Svarog's supposed to be looking after Hook, and well, Lynx is gonna go off on their own anyway. Lynx is gonna go anywhere, you know.
Svarog said he needed to do some data sampling. He asked Hook to wait for him here and not disturb Luka. Hook has been a goodie and waiting here
A goodie?
alone.
I mean, Hook has been good. Hook has, of course, been good.
Data sampling. Forget it. It's not something I should be worrying about. Coach, I think I need to get my symptoms looked at. But where can I see a doctor in the
by Lou.
Shinzo?
Let's go to the alchemy station. I know someone there. That's
Please,
fantastic.
if you don't mind. I hope they're as good as Natasha.
They have an unbelievably fantastic reputation, Luka. They have an unbelievably fantastic reputation. Oh, Lynx sent a message to us? Stell, please help me out. Can you take Luka to the Divination Commission? I don't think he knows the way. Why message me? Yeah, that's interesting. Does Luka not have his phone turned on? I'm worried he's competing at the moment. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I don't want to interrupt him. That's very, very kind and very, very, yeah, polite. It's safer to message you. It's about Igor. The Divination Commission said the jade pendant we brought them is actually a jade abacus. You should know what that is. Yeah, we're talking about the jade abacus stuff, right? It contains Igor's records. I think Luka would definitely be interested. I'll wait for the Divination Commission. So we have two birds, one stone.
Divination Commission do again?
They divin and they commissioned.
A simple explanation would be that they are the information technology department on the Xianzhou. They are mainly responsible for predicting the future.
That's what I said, basically.
Predicting the future.
Oh, Luka.
I guess they're kind of a big deal. At first I thought she was a little awkward, but I guess she just doesn't like socializing. What should we do first? See a doctor or go to the Divination Commission?
It's more important to see Doctor. Let's go see the Alchemy Commission first. We don't want to keep Lynx waiting too long. Let's go to the Divination Commission. Can I be completely honest here? They're both very important, but like I want to make sure Luka's okay first. So I think we're gonna go to both, but I think we're going to go to the doctor.
I agree.
Yeah.
If the hallucinations are getting bad, we should see a doctor sooner rather than
And also,
later.
like I personally feel like one of the most difficult things for me to do personally is to retain information if like I am not feeling well, and it's not that like if you focus you could do it, but I think it's one of those situations where getting a job done when you have other things bothering you is to me is like very difficult. Now you do power through it. Like a lot of people have to. You have to power through it. Like and I'm not saying that it's like healthy to power through it. Like everyone should be given breaks, but sometimes you do have to power through it even if something's bothering you. And Luka has been powering through a lot of this stuff. But like it's one of those things where like if we get a chance to see a doctor and see if Luka's okay, I'm all for it.
I want to go too.
Oh, Hook. If you want to come along, I'm sure Svarog won't mind you come with us.
What did Svarog say? Pitch Dark Hook the Great isn't allowed to disturb Luka.
Aw.
But this lounge is so small and boring. I can't show off my moves in a tiny place like
She has to show off her moves.
Then, Pitch Dark Hook the Great, shall I take you to Arum Alley to
Wow.
eat yummy food? Have you ever eaten a song lotus cake that chirps?
That would be freaking awesome.
I've never eaten it before. What's that? If I can taste this
Oh.
sunblotters cake, I'll make you the mole's grand captain of gourmet discovery.
That's a high rank, Carmela. Do you see the way she said Sun Glow's cake? Like she did the voice break, which was really cute. Yeah, this is a really good idea. Carmela and Hook going off to get some food, like 100%.
Thank you, Pitch Dark Hook the Great. Let's set off right now.
Carmela, you are such a great like person. I like you so much.
Miss Carmela is such a kind person. She could get along with Hook so quickly.
Oh my god, look at that smile.
Okay, Coach. We should get going too.
Oh my, he's so pretty. He's so pretty. Generally, like the thing is like with the with Carmel, I think Carmel is another perfect example of what I said last time, which is I think that I don't like the IPC, right? I do not like the IPC, but there's people in the IPC that are actually like good people. To an extent, right? Obviously, like everyone can have their opinions on like Topaz, and everyone can have an opinion on Aventurine, but like for me personally, I love Aventurine, love Topaz, love Dr. Ratio, and Carmela's just been such like a nice person to have around and actually very helpful and as you see here, very kind. Like that's such like a thinking on your toes way of doing this, and it was such a great way of dealing with like kids instead of like making them feel like they're not wanted or that they can't come with us. Just be like, hey, look, how about we do this instead, and let Luka kind of go about his business and do his own thing. I think it's actually like a really it's a good showcase of of Carmela's own personality, I guess, and how good she is with Hook. Let's go over here. Yeah, healing Luka is top priority. 100%.
Whoa. This is the Alchemy Commission?
Look who's over there.
This whole place is a hospital? Can it get any bigger than this?
I love that there's a continuous culture shock here for Luka. And again, it's one of my favorite things that they've done about this event is like Luka is a character who is continually like kind of surprised by the going-ons of the Xian show. Not because it's like, whoa, like, I'm from a smaller town. This is so like much smarter, not in that way. It's more in a case of just like, it is a big shock going from a smaller place to a bigger place, I guess. It is a big shock going to a different culture and especially a different planet. I think they've done it so well in a way that like showcases like Luka is like, he gets nervous sometimes too. He's just as human. I see Lingsha and Sushang over there, by the way. But yeah, it's totally normal to get like, shell-shocked. When we went from Balebog to Xian show, it was a big difference. You know what I mean? Of course it is. This isn't really a hospital, just a research institute.
Wow, cutting-edge medicine. You must really be something to bring me straight here to get treated.
He's like, you got some pull here? Ling Shaw's over there and Sushang, so we're actually gonna get to talk to them. Oh, so I thought we were gonna talk to Bailu. We're talking to Ling Sha. Okay. I mean, honestly, Yeah, very cool. Very, very, very
A
cool.
few patches should do the trick.
No, isn't that Miss Sushang? What's she doing here?
Probably just being a perfect character wherever she goes, I think. That's her job.
Miss Sushang! What a coincidence!
His smile.
I guess you have a problem too?
His smile brightens up the whole world.
What sort of greeting is that? You're the one with the problem.
Sorry. I mean, are you here to see a doctor
I
too?
just realized that Luka, his first time, he walks up to Sushang and goes, "You got a problem?" basically. Like, obviously he didn't say it like that, but like, it's like, you have a problem?
No, I came here to help my Cloud Knight coworkers get medication for their bruises and swelling.
Because they got beaten up by Luka?
Sorry, I went too hard on him.
No, they were like super confident. Like, they you know, they got into the ring, they knew what was going to happen.
It was a fair match,
Yeah.
so no one's to blame.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually, we should be grateful to you. They were so impressed by your abilities that they said they wanted to train harder.
It's cool.
We meet again. Who is this beside
It's so cool that we're talking to Lingsha already again. A war dance contestant is a foreign visitor from Billabog. The thug who beat up the kind Cloud Knight, so I would never say that. We should be like, hey, he's a visitor from Billabog, right? Or should we say him just like he is a war dance contestant? I think either or is fine because like it's like, hey, like he's come all the way from Billabog, you know. That's what it kind of is like. Yeah, I don't think it'd be bad to say this. It's like, yeah, look, he came all this way.
Hello, I'm Luka, a friend of
Yeah.
hers. I'm from Bellabog and a contestant in the current war
Because I think it's so cool, the sharing of cultures and the experiencing of new cultures, and especially like for Luka, he's so excited to see all these new areas and nervous too. But he's been so like respectful and nice about everything as well, you know.
Bellabog. Apologies, I'm not familiar with the name. Regardless, welcome to the Lawfu, Mr. Luka. Are you here for a consultation?
Love our voice actor as always. Yeah, and it makes sense they wouldn't hear about it. Like, you know, Billabog didn't even like hear there was some people in Billabog didn't even believe there was planets outside of Billabog for a long time.
This might sound weird.
Luka details the hallucinations experience on arriving from the Lawfu.
Interesting. Let's run an imaging test first to confirm that your brain has no organic.
Okay, so nothing on the organic
Bound
front.
to run into such problems.
Huh? What's it got to do with anything organic? I thought mechanical parts were fine in the tournament.
And not that organic. It means, how do I explain this? It means that the brain is broken.
They're just like that. The brain is broken.
Ah! The brain is broken!
Luka. No, your brain isn't broken. She said that they're just running some tests. It's just the way she talks.
Don't worry. Now that you're at the Alchemy Commission, I'll do my best to find a solution. Hold still and don't move. 3, 2, 1.
Cheese? You say you're taking a picture of this?
We are not taking a photo.
Oh, it's an actual scan of the brain. That's so interesting. Luka was so worried there for a second about what was happening with his brain. Like, again, I really love the new side of Luka they've shown. Because, again, Luka was already, like, really charming and funny and, like, really adorable, right, in some ways. But he was also, like, super confident and, like, he was almost like a hero of his own story, right? And I'm not saying I want Luka to be shook a bit and Luka to be a bit nervous. But it's good to showcase that, like, he has, like, a... Because we already know he has like an unbelievable soft side. We already know he has such a caring heart. But to also showcase that just like any other person, right? He gets shook as well. He gets nervous around people. He gets scared as well, you know? I think it's really good. I think it's really good. It's like an already three-dimensional character getting another dimension, you know? Really fun stuff.
Cauldron Master, what do you see? Is there any hope for me?
So do you hope? Luka's so worried. Oh, we're saying hum as well?
There's a huge shadow in his brain.
Wait, really?
Could it be...
Like a dark spot?
I'm too young to die.
Oh no, Luke, you're not gonna die. Don't worry, Luka. Let's stay positive and focus on the treatment. Could it be a mistake?
That shadow looks a lot like my
Oh my
hand.
God, Sushang. Sushang put her hand over it as well.
Look, you're still making the V sign. I told you it's not a photo.
She did a peace sign in the middle of the photo.
From the exam results, it looks like there's nothing wrong with your brain. Mr. Luka, have you been eating anything unusual lately?
I cannot believe, like, basically, like, the equivalent of almost, like, what, like an MRI or an X-ray? And Sushang is doing peace signs in the background.
Let me think. I ate some of the local delights when I got here. Song lotus cake, chili oil beef offal stew, scale gorge spring water, mung bean soda, spicy diced chicken, garlic infused pork. After the tournament officially started, my diet has been pretty much the same. Brown rice, corn, buckwheat, boiled chicken breast, boiled beef shank, poached fish, boiled prawns.
Luka is getting into the food here. And honestly, like that's honestly to me, like when you go to like a different place, that's like the number one thing for me. You know what I mean? Let me try all the food here.
Are we feeding livestock
Luka's just, he has muscles he has to feed.
Mr. Luka, don't be afraid to tell me. Is she mistreating you? I will make sure you get justice.
And she would too. She would too.
Of course not. I have to watch what I eat during a match. I can't be stuffing myself with junk.
I do love the Sushong's for look at she's like literally staring at Stella. But again, she's a Cloud Knight through and through. She is one of the best Cloud Knights.
Your appetite astounds me. But it seems you didn't eat anything that might affect your brain.
Right.
Oh, right. After the match with Miss Sushang, I drank a bottle of Sweet Dream soda.
Oh yeah.
But I think I was already hallucinating.
Yeah,
before.
you were seeing things before that, but like with the that I wonder if it would do anything.
Sweet Dream soda.
Penacony, right?
I think I understand what's going on. It's not unusual to be anxious when you're far away from home. When your nerves were thrown into disarray, the Sweet Dream soda you drank intensified it.
Interesting. So it could like intensify emotions?
That drink has a fair amount of memoria in it, intended to make dreams more vivid.
Ah.
But instead, it caused your anxiety to be amplified, eventually triggering serious hallucinations.
That's an interesting way of doing things and bringing in the penacony stuff as well, like because we know that memoria does, make almost like, dreams, as she said, like more vivid. But like because he wasn't, I guess, sleeping and he was full of anxiety instead, it triggered something, that wasn't actually there.
Sorry, I didn't understand a word you just said.
It's okay.
It's all right. There's no cure for such a symptom.
Is it just a waited out situation, just a relaxed situation?
What I mean is that you don't require medication. Just stroll around the La Fu more and take in the barrage of new sights and sounds.
Oh.
Stop drinking Sweet Dream soda and your symptoms will disappear in a few days.
So she's saying, hey, just like get more acquainted with the place, become less nervous, because that's all. Like generally, like when you do go to a different place, whether it's a holiday or something, like the first few days are a bit nerve-wracking a little bit, right? And then if you're there for like a week or something, and then like when you do get to like more acquainted with the area around you, where the shops are, where the restaurants are, where the beach is, all this stuff, it goes from being like, okay, there's a little bit of nervousness to being like, this is actually, a very calming experience. So maybe getting to know this place more would like relieve his anxieties, maybe.
Stroll around the Lo Fu more. Don't drink Sweet Dream soda. Okay, I've got it memorized.
Like that's a very, like, honestly, and sometimes doctors will like literally prescribe like, hey, just relax. You know what I mean? They do prescribe rest. And I don't know if this is going to be the solution to it, honestly, because I wonder if it's still going to be an overarching story about what, like, his hallucinations. But at least, like, there is, like, a really cool, tie-in with the Sweet Dream stuff, but also, like, Luka's going to get to know the Xianqiu a little bit better, and hopefully his anxieties will subside a little bit.
I'm suddenly reminded of something that might help alleviate your symptoms.
Oh, yeah?
Please wait a moment.
Sure.
Something that can help alleviate my symptoms.
Man, this has been so fun. And meeting, like, having like Luka meet all these characters as well. Like, I love like the combination, right? And I'm so happy that like hopefully like as time goes on, especially when I'm catching up, there's gonna be a lot more like combo conversations between characters from different places and different planets. And we've already had that already, right? We had like the Topaz from the Balebog mission come to interact with people in Penacony, and stuff like that as well. Jin Yuan. Technically, even though it was like a different way of doing things, interacting with people from the Penacony and stuff like this as well. Like, I generally like am excited to see more of this stuff. Like, so excited. It's one of my favorite things about Genshin, for example. But of course, I'm still not as like deep in terms of my playtime into Honkai as I am with Genshin. But yeah, I'm super excited to see more of this stuff.
Lady Lingsha said that these medical patches are very effective.
Okay.
We're fighting again tomorrow. Will it be enough?
Hopefully. I thought you guys were eliminated. Are there other competitions happening? Yeah, I wonder how like the actual knockup is. It a round robin?
We were, but we've been revived.
What?
You guys didn't know? The war dance has a popularity revival rule. If eliminated contenders or teams garner enough popularity votes in online polls, they can participate in the repechage and re-enter the ring.
Interesting. So that actually, like, I think does happen in like actual big competitions. Whether I'm not, I don't know, like mostly like singing competitions, right? The idea of like bringing someone back who got eliminated, if they're popular enough. So I guess like they're not shying away from the fact, and I kind of like they're not shying away from the fact that this is not only just a fighting tournament, it's also about the crowd and getting the crowd excited and the popularity that goes along with it.
So, Miss Sushang's team is really popular.
As they would be. Sushang, it's Sushang.
It's all mainly thanks to my good friend.
Oh,
Luka.
advertisement?
All she has to do is tap a finger on the internet, and our popularity
yeah.
votes will blast through the roof like a comet.
Heck yeah. I absolutely like, you mean like a crocket? You mean like a rocket? I mean, either or. I think comet, like, you know, comets go down, I suppose. But you know what's so fun about that as well is that, like, I love that Sushang's not shying away from the fact it's like, yeah, I'm using my friend's popularity online to do this. Like, you know what I mean? She's not like she's not trying to be modest. She's not trying to lie. She's saying, yes, I am using my friend's, like, popularity. I'm going to ride those coattails all the way back into this tournament. I freaking love it. You know what I mean?
You know what I
I
mean.
know what you meant. I did know what you meant. And that's one of the things, Sushang. I didn't want to say that, but like legitimately, it's one of my pet peeves in conversations when someone says something where everyone knows what they mean and they still correct them. Obviously, like, you know, if you're like in like there's different circumstances for different situations. But yeah, I would never correct you when I knew exactly what you meant.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Lil Gui's hard work that I, Sushang, am back
Heck
in the
yeah.
fight.
I love it. I love that she's not shying away from that. She's like, that my best friend got me back in here with some of her popularity. Love it.
Not bad at all.
So awesome.
A friend that you can rely on is the most blissful thing in the world.
Like, I'd much rather that than a character, like, you know, being, like, you know, pretending they didn't do that, or, like, you know, acting like it didn't have benefits on the side. Again, not to use, like, you know, I know it's a completely different game, but, like, with Genshin, I always loved that, like, when the Traveler calls upon his popularity to actually get things, you know what I mean? Like, or like, and it's one of those situations where, like, there was one mission in particular where he called upon a high-ranking official to basically, and the high-ranking official was like, yeah, I know him. Like, you know, it was like, yeah, that's exactly what you should do. 100%. Obviously not to get things that's, like, evil or bad, but, like, you know, to help in certain situations. I think it just makes sense. If you have friends, why not?
Come take a look. This is the Tuskpir
What the
treatment
hell?
that I've prepared for you.
What is this? A Tuskpir?
Whoa, what is it? Touch it!
She tries first. Touch it! Her first reaction to this. It's quite cute. It is quite cute.
Oh, it's too
I agree.
cute. Oh, you're just like a strawberry bun.
Yeah, true.
Little sweetie.
Please come back to your senses. Please stay calm, Sushang. No, she's right, and she shouldn't be afraid to say it. It's cute and it's like a strawberry bun. She's correct.
Never. I can't stay calm in the face of such cuteness.
She's so correct. She's so correct. She's so right.
This is a Tuskpir of the Xianzhou Juming. Warm, sweet, not for consumption.
See, I love the inflection of Lingsha all the time. Not, you know what I mean? She's so good at the voice actor who did Lingsha. I wonder if they directed her that way, or if she just decided, like, you know, she heard the personality of the character and said, this is what I'm going to be, you know, this is the inflection I'm going to be using as well. But like, if she did, that's really incredible too. Even, and also if the director give her an idea of this, once again, that's also really great as well. That shows like she's talented in two different ways.
Oh, it's pretty cute. But how can it make me better?
Good question.
The Tuskpir is a creature that subsists on memory.
Ah.
Hugging it while you fall asleep can raise your sleep quality, treat insomnia, and relieve
Oh.
anxiety and depression.
That's actually like really cool.
And the Tuskpir loves strong memoria. The more depressed you are, the more happy it'll be. Isn't that right, little fella?
Heck yeah. I love that. That's a cool idea. Oh my god. My anxiety's already reducing.
Sounds great. How much?
Don't worry. This Tuskpir is a personal pet of mine. I can lend it to you for this treatment, but you have to take good care of it for me.
That's a good exchange, right? And Lingsha being very kind about this.
I can't thank you enough. All throughout my journey, I've received so much help
Oh,
from the
Luka.
Alliance. I will definitely repay everyone.
Luka, you just in time, you know what I mean? When they come to the Xian show, so when they come to Balebog, you know, you can return the favor.
Oh, you two? You guys have something important to attend to later, right? It must be awfully tiring lugging this cutie pie around, right? Right?
She's like, I'll take care of it. Are you trying to take out our Tusker? I mean, she can if she wants. Look at it on the ground there.
What? Can't I touch it just a little?
Just let her hug the animal for a bit.
You all go take care of your
Yeah.
stuff. I'm about to head back to the Sky Splitter to deliver some meds to the team. As a Cloud Knight, I always help out and do at least one good deed a day. I can take this Tuskpir to the lounge for you. I'll just hold it for a bit. I swear. I won't steal it.
Again, I love the voice actors in this game as well. I won't steal it. Very quickly, just like adding that at the end there, just to make sure like she gets it in there, but not wanting to call attention to it too much. I think she should be allowed to like hold it for a bit.
That's fine by me, Miss Sushang. You can also come play with it anytime you want.
Oh, yeah! Thank you, Mr.
Luka and
Luka.
Sushang becoming closer would be heaven for me. That'd be amazing.
Come here, cutie. Adorable little Tusky, you're so cute. I could just gobble you right up.
That's your strawberry bun now. Sushang holds up the Tusker in her arms, smiling.
Aw, she's acting just like Zila did the first time she saw a real plains bear.
That's so great to call upon Sila's story for that.
Looks like the Tuskpir not only regenerates rationality, it also destroys it. Now that make for an interesting research topic.
I think that's a Sushang. And honestly, it was very cute, in fairness.
If there's nothing else I can do for the both of you, I'll be on my way.
That's no problem. Thank you so much, Lingsha.
Thank you for the Tuskpir. I will treasure it and shower it with love.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We were delayed at the Alchemy Commission. Hope we didn't keep Lynx and the Master Diviner waiting too long.
Yeah, no, they'll understand. I know for a fact they'll understand. Let's go. Because it's one of those things, as I said, like, I'm not going to ever, like, even if we are late, even if it's one of those things where, like, we can apologize for being late, but we can't apologize if, like, to your health if it gets any worse. You know what I mean? We can't. It's easier to explain why we took so long to get here than to try and, explain to your brain why it's not in good condition. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love that there. I thought that we're going to go to Bailu, but actually I guess it makes sense to go to Lingsha because she is like someone who kind of deals with like that, like...
Look, Lynx is over there.
Would you say...
Let's go see her.
A psychological aspects more than anything, like, a chemistry perspective, maybe even like, a, like, as you said, like organic, organic, like, matter and stuff like this as well. I think she deals with, like, more of that stuff rather than, like, Bailu kind of doing, like, straight, like, medicinal treatments and stuff, I guess, too. But I guess they're both, like, capable of, like, healing people. But it's interesting we went to Lingsha, and I totally thought we were going to Bailu. Let's go talk to Lynx.
1010.
Luka, you're here.
Oh, Lynx. And it's the fact that, like, this is a little lad now, and it's our older brother who sent us here as well.
I had a strange encounter. I was at the plaza watching people play Celestial Jade when I met a kind-hearted girl. She said she could help us repair the Jade Abacus we brought. But she was just called away by a few diviners and still hasn't
So someone can
returned.
help us, like... She left you here alone?
Yeah, isn't this girl a bit much?
I'll go call her back over.
Could you? There are too many unfamiliar people.
I
over
understand.
there.
I understand completely. 110%.
The girl should be just over there.
Ah.
Playing some game with other diviners.
Yeah. Easy know who it is now. But honestly though, like what yeah, there she is. Honestly though, like I totally understand that. That's the vibes of like, like when your family brings over like guests and you're upstairs and you don't want to go downstairs. That's the vibes I get from that. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's not that like, you hate those people or you don't want to talk to them. It's just more just like, it's like awkward and I have to go through all these like little awkward little details. And some people say like, get out of your comfort zone is a very good thing. But I totally understand Lixie's like a kid and be like, can you go over there? Because like, I don't know those people. That's, yeah, 100%. 100% that makes sense. Let's go over and talk to...
President Qing, you're getting better and better.
President Qing?
Probably slacking off at work playing this game, right?
You're one to talk, setting up endless scenarios in the Divination Commission.
Xing
So
Shui?
it is you, President Qing.
Oh my god. Yeah, Xing Shui is one of the funniest characters. I actually think she's a very charming character, and honestly, legitimately, like, I always like to support her, like, try to get off work. You know what I mean? Always. Game-obsessed diviner, they call her.
I'm sorry. I was too engrossed playing. I didn't notice the time.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Isn't this the Nameless? You're super popular in our circle.
Oh, for real? Oh god, that's so cool, because we already know that like the Astro Express gets like has a reputation already, but like the fact that Cell's getting more and more of a reputation is really cool. What circle, by the way?
Every Pathfinder fan knows you.
Pathfinder fan?
It's the Pathfinder fan circle.
Okay, that's cool. That's kind of nice, isn't it?
We
Love her
heard
outfit,
that
by
you
the way.
relied solely on the Pathfinder to overcome the Heliobus possessing the Master Diviner. That's definitely the highlight of the Pathfinder since its conception 300 years ago.
Okay. That was all thanks to Qingque.
But our President Qing said it was all down to your hard work.
I think she just doesn't want any more attention as well, and I think Cell maybe might be the same way.
Okay. She and I have some things to take care of. Play with you next time.
No! You guys can't leave!
She's like so obsessed with this.
Gosh, you scared me. What do you want?
It's not every day we meet a Pathfinder legend. We can't let you leave that easily. You have to play a round of Pathfinder with me, or I won't let you take President Qing away.
Holding her hostage? Have we played Pathfinder before?
I'll do anything it takes just to have a match with you.
I just don't remember if you had it. We played it before.
Just play around with her. I doubt she'll let go of this chance to boast about it.
Let's play around.
She's so giddy about it too. Yeah, have we played the Pathfinder? Have we played it before?
You ready to have a match with me?
We probably have, but I just don't remember it entirely.
Sure. Lightning quick.
Or maybe we haven't. You never know. There might have been Oh yeah, we have played this. Hell yeah, we played this. This is a really fun game. So you have to find a way to get to the path from here. Bam. 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 This is a really fun game. I thought it was like a board game for a second. No, I remember playing this. This is really fun. Is that the only game? I'll play again.
You a legend for nothing, Nameless. You solved my riddle in a flash.
It was super fun. I would play again, no problem.
Pathfinder. Once you play, you'll forget about hatred, love, and life itself. In the Divination Commission, we play such a magnificent, bold, and fiery game.
Satisfied now? Then we'll be off. We'll come find you tomorrow if we're free.
Hold on! Recently, our Pathfinder Circle has also been organizing a major event, taking advantage of the momentum from the War Dance.
Okay.
Not just for those in the La Fu. Plenty of our like-minded brethren on other Xianzhou ships have also come. You may have seen our ad we put out in the papers. You should join if you're interested. If you join up, our first major event will be considered a
That is true,
wild
and
success.
it's very smart. And again, it's not. It's like I'll participate half the time, 100%, because I wouldn't mind doing that. I wouldn't mind playing those games. But it is very smart to get like a celebrity involved as well. And again, in this sense, Stell and the Astro Express have become like celebrities, you know?
Fantastic! Looking forward to it!
Who would have thought that you'd be so immensely popular in some weird circle?
And I love as well, like one of my favorite things about, you know, this, and it's a similar thing I like about Genshin, is that like the Traveler became more famous over time, and Stell has become more famous over time as well, but it's like an earned thing where it's not just like you're the most important character in the world. The world is like a full world that has its own problems and people and their own lives, and you come in and like, you know, do big influences in the world and do big things to change that world. But the big thing about this is that like you are a person just like anybody else, but the fame isn't like this thing where it's just like kind of like, you know, you are, you know, for the very beginning, you are just like the person that everyone is looking to, right? I know like you could say, well, Elio and all this stuff too, but it's like the world becomes more aware of you, but the characters like earn that fame, if you know what I mean. Like they earn being more important in this game. This has been really fun. Like I'm buzzing playing this. I really am buzzing playing this. This is a great event. I can see why people like really love this event.
Is this the friend that you mentioned, Luka? Pleased to finally meet you.
Ah.
I keep seeing you in the news. My name is Qingque, a diviner from the Divination Commission. Miss Lynx has told me everything. She also said she found some rare antique that she hopes I can fix. At first glance, I knew it was a jade abacus. And an old model from centuries ago, too. Out of curiosity, I accepted the job to restore the data inside it.
This is from the Igor thing, right? You actually accepted the job without resistance? I think it's like maybe she's actually super interested in this.
Nothing gets past you. You know that the Master Diviner has returned to the Yuchue on business? Before she departed, she left me with a mountain of data, spreadsheets, and even more data and spreadsheets. My eyes were seeing stars.
And I think it's so interesting as well that, like, obviously Shui doesn't like having all this work all the time, but like it's so funny how like Fu Xuan like trusts this gal with her life. She really does, because she knows she's good at her job. You know, she just knows she slacks off sometimes.
Now that such an opportunity has fallen into my lap to restore an important historical document, strictly speaking, taking this job doesn't count as slacking off.
Yes.
And I might even get to unveil a fascinating tale. Why wouldn't I take the job?
No, that's really good. I love the idea that she's like, yeah, like, who would question me, you know, trying to restore this at all?
And I've actually already restored part of the information. But Lynx said that you have to be the first one to look at it, because the owner of this Jade Abacus is your idol.
It is Igor, right?
She's right. Thank you, Lynx.
Let's play the recording then.
Oh my god, wait, we're doing it now?
Trust me. With your skills, you'll surely make a name for yourself if you join the Interstellar
Whoa.
Circuit. Prize money, fame, things others can't achieve in a lifetime, all within your reach.
I'm sorry, but like, the red hair, the one mechanical arm. I'm not saying they're like a relative of Luka, but like a very similar vibe to Luka, right? 100%. This is a really cool design as well, and we've only seen like kind of like even without the eyes as well. This is a cool design.
Of course, I'd be thrilled to win, but what I truly hope for is that people will listen to my post-match speech.
Is this him getting invited to what's happening here?
I know what you're thinking. I've heard about your home's plight.
That's how it starts.
Honestly, many worlds have been attacked by Nanook's Mad Legion, so I must remind you, the audience paid good money to watch a thrilling show. They're not interested in your words of woe and weal. Igor, you sure are a miracle. For a competitor hailing from a frontier planet to get into the final at Pier Point, it's something only a handful have achieved. So cheer up a little.
So he's not happy about this? Because he said here, like in this line here, like many worlds have obviously been attacked by Nanook's Mad Legion, right? This is obviously like maybe the Antimatter Legion. Is that what we're getting at here? And they're saying the audience, it's trying to uplift the audience with a good show. It's like they're not interested in your speech. They're more interested in just like having a good show. So it's like more interesting, like just making people happy, I guess, because of what's happening with the Antimatter Legion. And he's doing really well in this, but he's not happy.
I'm just a plaything for their entertainment.
Right, okay.
Look at what I've had to do. Severing my perfectly good arm and replacing it with an IPC prosthetic. All to make the matches more dangerous and thrilling.
He severed his own arm, like, because he was asked to by the IPC? Are you kidding me?
If Mom saw me in this state, she would be heartbroken.
Because the thing is, like I just assumed it was like an accident or something like that, or like it was similar to Luka's arm or something like that too. But like severing your own arm just to like entertain like a crowd.
If your mother saw the prize money you won, she'd understand.
Of course, an IPC worker would say that. Can you understand his emotions, what he's feeling right now? He thinks, again, he feels like a puppet. He feels like he's just like something that like is like an entertainment piece. And if I know sports, right, and I know like competitive sports, I think it's different like with like say scripted sports like wrestling, right, where like you will like if you're a fan of a wrestler, like I was a fan of Sting from when I was like very young. And I followed him until his retirement, no matter what, right? No matter what company he went to, I was watching Sting, you know? Whereas like with sports and like combat sports and even like this stuff too, you see it in real life, like you are this person who was hot for a bit, they love you, they cheer for you, they roar for you, you make a mistake or you fall off, you're forgotten about. You're only as good as your last match. You are basically like just something that is for them to be entertained. And you see this all the time. Yes, there's going to be people who are diehard fans of those people forever. We're talking about like the general public. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. Look what happened to David Beckham like years and years ago with the World Cup. You know what I mean? He was the best player in the world until he did one thing wrong. And all of a sudden he's the worst. I hate him, you know?
Can my prize money buy me an army?
An army?
If you want to buy a mercenary army outfitted with standard gear, you'd have to defend your champion's title at least 20 times and accept countless endorsements. Can you last that long?
So,
Can your home?
and maybe I messed up with the timeline. You can definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but is this like pre-deal with the IPC to... Obviously, it has to be, right? It has to be pre-deal with the IPC to... It was a deal with the IPC, right, by the way, to build the walls around Belobog. Maybe I'm remembering that entirely wrong. But, like... So this is like him trying to defend Belobog, right? Right? He's trying to make sure that that Belobog is safe. So he wants an army to defend Belobog. What the hell? He looked like, not exactly like Luka. Luka obviously has like, you know, Luka is has a little bit like of a slimmer defined tone with his muscles. Obviously has a different like hair and like he's not the same character. I want to make that clear. But it did give like Luka vibes for a second, right? For sure. This is sad. Nobody's saying anything. I'll remain silent. I don't want to like, you know, say, you know, I don't even want the person in the room who goes, this is awkward, you know?
This story got much heavier than anticipated.
Yeah, a character who is who's fighting to defend Belobog, make money for Belobog. He wants to raise enough money to defend Belobog with an army. They're talking about the idea of the Nuke's army, which I think is the Antimatter Legion attacking all these planets, trying to entertain people who have been affected by the nuke, and also at the same time he severed his own arm just to entertain the audience to make the fights more thrilling. It seems like he was in a very like forced, horrible state.
Igor left his home planet before the Antimatter Legion invaded. When he participated in all the fighting tournaments across the cosmos, he would address the audience with a speech after he
No
won.
way!
Hoping that would raise awareness about the Antimatter Legion and save his planet.
So he wanted to do a speech to kind of be like, hey, please help my oh my god, that's so sad.
He really was an extraordinary
He was. But again, the idea of the IPC work would be no one wants to hear your speeches, they just want to be entertained. That's, oh my god, that's why he was doing speeches. And it happened that, and he think of like, imagine leaving your planet and then like knowing that it's getting like absolutely ransacked after you leave.
Alas, the cosmos is infinitely vast, easily drowning out one planet's meek cry for help. Sorry. I shouldn't have spoken so flippantly about a fascinating tale earlier.
No. I don't think Luke. Well, again, it's Lucas the one who's gonna be is from Belobog, so is Lynx. But like, I think they, you know, it's. I'm a big believer in understanding history, knowing history. Even if it's hard to listen to, you have to understand history. You have to get the truth out of everything, even if it's difficult, because it's one of those situations where, you know, whether it's like the idea of trying to prevent that stuff from happening again, or understanding like where your culture or your country, you know, got some of its dominance from, all this stuff. Like, you need to understand where your you know, the past came from, where everything came from.
It's all right. This is a chapter
Exactly.
in history that's already happened anyway.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that, 100%. Shying away from history does not help anybody.
Regardless, to be able to hear Igor's actual voice after 7 centuries.
7 centuries is crazy.
Makes me more than happy.
Yeah, that's Luka's idol. That's Luka's idol.
This section of information doesn't mention the Xianzhou Alliance at all. I wonder how he fought his way to the Law Fu.
Yeah, it didn't mention the Xianzhou Alliance. I know what's so interesting as well. I think it's so cool with Luka's character. Luka's hero was a person with a prosthetic arm. No, sorry, not a prosthetic arm, but like, you know, it's like the equivalent of like a robotic arm. That you know, was a fighter who had a lot of bravery, and in Luka's eyes was a great fighter, right? Luka then has him as his hero, and it inspires Luka. Luka's inspiring like kids who have, you know, back on Belobog, who have mechanical arms, or who can't walk, or who have like a you know, something to do with their body that they can't help or whatever, you know, and like, he's giving them that inspiration to understand, which is the truth, that like, you know, you deserve to have a happy life, and, you know, look at me and in the eyes, and, you know, you see what you can do and see what you can accomplish, all that stuff. It's so interesting how like that cycle really, like, you can see it almost plain as day.
Anyway, this is all the content that's been restored so far. I should be able to salvage some data, but I'll need a couple of days.
Totally fair. I think she's been so awesome about this as well.
Perhaps the subsequent data will be able to tell us why he arrived on the Xianzhou. We'll contact you if there are any new findings.
I'll stay at the Divination Commission for now. There are some other matters I have to handle besides restoring the Jade Abacus.
You do what you need to do, honestly, Lynx. The thing that's so funny about Lynx, Lynx is like a baby as well, right? Lynx is a baby, right? Lynx is a child. But like Lynx is like more like Lynx goes out on adventures randomly all the time, worrying the hell out of Japan and Serval. But I feel like Lynx like will randomly be like, it's like, oh, where's Lynx right now? Oh, yeah, Lynx is up on Mount Everest. It's like, wait, what? Lynx is up atop Mount Everest, just taking some samples.
I'll try my best to restore the data in the Jade Abacus, but it'll take some time.
You go back first. I'm gonna take a stroll along the streets.
Okay, and I was gonna be like, I could say a boot. I would. Oh no, I'll accompany you if you want.
That doctor advised me to walk around the town and see more of the sights.
Yeah.
If I can walk along the streets alone a few more times, I might be able to conquer my fear of the big city.
100%.
This place scared the heck out of me when I first got here.
Yes, understandably so.
After all, in the future, I'll have to be like Igor.
Oh, his soft
all
eyes.
over the cosmos for Belobog.
Yeah, but you're gonna do it without any IPC interference, okay? We're gonna make sure of it.
Keep getting spooked and hallucinating all the time.
No, don't say it like that. Allow yourself to be like unwell sometimes, and just like we'll work on getting better. You know. Man, Luka's soft eyes always like break my heart. Yanqing.
I'm lost again. The streets in this big city all look the
Oh,
same.
Luka.
I just want to enjoy a cup of tea. Why is it so difficult?
Oh my god, will Yanqing help him? Because honestly, like, you know, like down there is like a good restaurant. I know it is because Fei Xiao loves it. Like right where I'm like down there, around there. But like he's so real, right? Like it's like the idea of going to a new place and like trying to find your way around. But as I said, right, when I went to like a different country to explore one time, not to explore, like on like holidays or whatever, like one of the like best things about it all the time for me, as I said, was like you do feel like that, man, where can I get a good cup of coffee? You know what I mean? I don't drink coffee anymore, but like at the time, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with coffee, by the way. Like I was like, oh man, where can I get like a good cup of coffee? And then like it took me like a few days, but I found this one like coffee booth, like with these really nice gals that are working there, and like almost instantly I was like, okay, I'm okay. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you need to find something like that. And I think finding that tea place, finding that place where the food that you like, you know, finding the supermarket, finding like different things that like, you know, like locations that are good landmarks to find, you know, and landmarks are a big thing when you're in different places as well. Like, oh, that's this place, so that means this place is close. Oh, that place is that place, Okay, great. I think that's like honestly like a big deal, and I think it's so realistic having Luka being like, I just want a cup of tea, because I feel like that like would be a big step. Finding the place with a cup of tea, finding a good cup of tea. Tea is a big part of my life, by the way. I love tea. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't drink coffee anymore, but I love tea. I drink like 4 mugs of tea a day. I love tea so much, right? But one of the things, like, again, if I go to a different place, it's like it's like the settling thing. It's like, okay, I found that mug. I found that tea. Oh my God, they have the tea here. Great stuff. I know it's like you will try different tea and stuff like that too. But also at the same time too, if I find like some breakfast tea, which is what I like, breakfast tea, like it makes you feel like there's a bit of home in another place, you know what I mean? And it makes you feel more at ease, you know?
Isn't this a great opportunity to practice asking for directions?
Oh?
Let's ask this guy.
Are you talking about Yanqing? Oh, we used to talk about Yanqing. Okay, we're going to get Yanqing Luka interaction. Can I say as well before we go any further, just to talk about the scene that just happened with the Jade Abacus there as well, because I want to just talk about Luka's, you know, growth here, or his attempted growth here as well. But one of the most interesting things about that whole thing that he saw there, to me, was that, like, once again, Honkai Star Rail does this thing that, like, yes, it's like a beautiful thing to see your hero, to hear a story about your hero, but also at the same time, too, it's a worrying thing also. Having, like, not worrying, but it is a sad thing to see, like, what other people throughout history have gone through in terms of their hardships. And I think Luka kind of was talking about how the idea, like, he's going to have to, like, fight through the cosmos for Belobog, and he's seeing, like, you know, Igor fighting for Belobog is the thing that he wants to do as well in terms of fighting for Belobog. But it's hard not to just feel, like, a little bit like, oh, that's rough, you know, with the idea of, like, severing his own arm, with the idea of, finding out what happened to Belobog after he left Belobog, the harshness of, like, competition, the way people only care about, like, your actual competition and the thrill of it, rather than actually what you came here for, which is to help save Belobog as well. Like, all these speeches that he's doing, they don't give a damn. Like, it really is, like, I think 2 things. It's once again something you shouldn't shy away from, and it's horrible to see, right? It's hard to see, but at the same time too, it's also difficult from the perspective of someone like Luka, or maybe even Lynxy too, but like Luka, who sees Igor as his hero. Like, it's a awakening moment to see your hero in a very like, I don't want to say hurt state, but in a very like vulnerable position, right? And it can be a good thing to showcase that like everyone's, everyone has their own feelings, everyone's normal, everyone has like a human, and that's probably what like was the problem with Igor, is that a lot of people just saw him as a machine and saw him as just like a fighter. But they're seeing here now that he had like his own issues and his own problems and his own things that upset him. Yeah, I wonder how Luka's going to take this over time and if we're going to get more information about Igor too.
Excuse me, little bro.
Little bro?
I'm not sure how old you are. Can I call you little bro?
Luka, I don't know what Yanqing's going to say to this, but it's very cute.
Are you talking to me? If you're not one of long life species, then I guess we're around the same age. Is there something you need?
Yeah, I know for sure Luka's much older, but is Yanqing a long life species?
I'd like to ask, how can I get to the Sleepless Earl?
Go straight until Starwatcher Avenue. Keep to the right, and you'll see a storyteller performing on your way.
That's pretty cool.
That's where the Sleepless Earl is.
Thanks, little bro. Really sorry for the trouble.
Little bro was so funny.
It's my first time visiting another civilization.
It's normal to feel a little uncomfortable when you're so far from home. If you need any help, just ask. So, where are you from?
Oh my god, Yanqing like being so sweet about this too. But again, Yanqing is a great representative of the Lawfu as well. Even though he's a kid, he's a very good representative of this too.
I'm from Belobog.
Oh, the way he said it.
We've only recently re-established connections with the cosmos, so you might not have heard of it.
Belobog? I've heard of it from others. No wonder your metal arm looks so awesome. Master, you must be here to compete in the war dance, right?
Master? You flatter me. My name is Luka. I'm here to compete in the war dance. I hope to make a name for myself by successfully challenging the ringmaster of the Xianzhou Luofu, so that everyone will know the name Belobog.
And again, that's like honestly like what Luka's doing. He's fighting for a Belobog. Yeah, I love this interaction. I love the way that Yanqing again showing how good of a representative is of the Xianzhou, giving him directions.
You want to challenge the ringmaster of the Luofu. You want to challenge Yanqing?
Oh my god.
It seems like our stars are aligned.
Yeah, doesn't even know who he's talking to right now.
You're also here to compete in the war dance? Are you also here to challenge the one named Yanqing?
Oh, Luka, just wait till you see.
I guess, as a warrior, I always have to keep challenging myself.
Yanqing is having fun with this. He's definitely having fun with this as well. He for sure is.
Yeah, I agree. Warriors have to keep challenging themselves and strong enemies. If you stop moving forward and get scared by the enemy in front of you, all past battles become meaningless.
Luka gets to showing his determination here.
To be able to represent the Xianzhou Luofu, this Yanqing must truly be a legendary fighter. I'm not feeling so sure of myself now that I think about it.
I feel the same as you whenever I stand in the ring. Although I am confident in the skills that I've honed over the years through my hard work, honestly speaking, there's always that nagging uncertainty about how good my opponents might be. It's like fear sneaks in and messes with my confidence.
Yeah, and that's normal. We've seen Yanqing's journey as well, and how he has had his own doubts about himself too.
I've got a little trick that can help you conquer your pre-match anxiety.
Yeah?
Find an empty place and scream the name of your opponent until you truly believe that you can beat the enemy you fear.
Oh, he's like a freaking... he's like a hero. Look at this. The head turning back as well to Yanqing as well. I love that this started off with Luka trying to find directions, and now he's actually giving a little bit of advice to Yanqing as well. Because again, Yanqing can learn from anybody. He learned from Yun Li. He can learn from anyone. And it's and while Luka's still quite still learning himself too, it's still interesting to see that he can also do something like this too. And I love the idea of just shouting the name of the enemy, your enemy.
What an interesting
Always
trick.
laugh.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
So adorable.
I will be victorious. The last one standing in that ring can only be me.
This is so fun.
I, Luka, will definitely win. I will defeat Yanqing!
Oh, Luka. And he said it so loud too when he's standing, and everyone's seeing like, hey, he's standing right beside Yanqing. Oh, you made Yanqing laugh. That's so sweet. This is adorable. This is such an adorable scene. This is so lovely.
Come on, let me hear you shout.
Look at him.
Let's pump ourselves up.
Let's go.
Me too?
Come, shout with me.
He's so aggressive on it, and like, aggressively cute as well about it, you know?
I will defeat Yanqing!
Oh my god. Using all of his diaphragm there to shout this out.
I will defeat Yanqing!
I'm actually dying. This is so sweet. This is one of my favorite scenes. It kind of like reminds me of like a final, and in the best way possible, it's my favorite game, my favorite RPG of all time, Final Fantasy X. Like the sweet scenes now where they're trying to motivate each other there as well. Obviously like a different thing, but it's still like very, very sweet to see Luka like, you know, giving this motivation. Even Yanqing's like, hey, look, yeah, I am Yanqing, but like this could be a fun thing to do as well, and maybe motivating at the same time too. Because in a way, Yanqing does have to defeat his own doubts as well. He does have to defeat himself. Look at this smile, look at his face.
Won't defeat
He's not
me!
stopping. He's not stopping.
Yanqing won't defeat me!
Oh, I love that you're actually just playing along completely. 100%. Oh my god, this is such a sweet interaction. From two people that are learning, that are trying to get better, that are trying to progress, right? That are trying to sometimes step out of the comfort zone, are both in the war dance, you know?
Hey, you're right. All that shouting made
So
me feel
fun.
much more confident.
So fun.
See? I wasn't lying. Although I haven't seen much of the world, I do have a lot of experience fighting. I hope this helps.
Luka is just a perfect character. He's an absolutely perfect character.
Thank you, Luka. It's late. I have to go prepare for my match.
Oh, my friend, you haven't told me your name.
Oh,
You can call me Lung Feng.
okay.
In the Xianzhou language, it means an icy blade.
That's actually a really cool
May fate
nickname.
bring us together again, Luka.
That's a really cool, and he knows he's going to meet him again. And I also think in a way, like, Yanqing is kind of like, look, I'm not going to burst the bubble right now. This is a very fun interaction. It's an interaction that both of them will remember forever. Like, very sweet, very adorable, very motivating for both of them. Like, honestly, it's just a good thing sometimes. And it's good for Luka to kind of, like, get more acquainted with this Yanqing, to like, you know, to, like, kind of, like, release his inhibitions and just shout at the top of his lungs in the middle of this place that he doesn't know very well. But also for Yanqing, too, to, like, kind of, like, I guess, let go of the kind of seriousness that he has sometimes about his job and his position, to be like, I'm going to defeat Yanqing. It's like a really adorable thing for both of them, and very, like, motivating for both of them. Like, it was a fun scene. A really fun scene.
Lung Feng. Now that's a really cool name for such a cool person.
Yeah. Very cool. Okay,
Is Luka back yet? Let's head back to the lounge and take a look.
is that a yeah, I actually do also love the stuff with I love that scene, by the way. I love that scene. It's so fun to have them together, to see them together like that as well, like kind of like motivating each other. And I think, you know, they have parallels to each other, where it's like, you know, they're both fighting for their region or their planet. They both have put pressure on themselves to fight for their planet. They're both still learning how to be a better fighter. They both have come up against some of the best fighters, at least the best fighter in their region, you know, where you can say, like, you know, and it depends on what way you look at it, but, like, you know, Yanqing has come up against Jingliu, come up against Dan Hong and Blade, all these, like, amazing, you know, has fought Yun Li, all this stuff too, 100%, and he's, like, you know, done so much stuff. And then Luka's also, like, fought Japard. You know, they have this thing where they have, like, and even that, like, Luka lost to Japard, Yanqing lost to Blade Danhong, and you know, survived Jing Liu. And I think it's honestly, like, really important there too that they both, like, have that thing where it's like they're going to be able to move forward and learn from those losses. Also, there's, like, a big thing where, like, both the regions believe in them so much. Japard and Bronya believing in Luka, and then the all the people on Luofu believing in Yanqing, especially Jin Yuan and, like, the people in higher places. And now I think, like, even, like, Yun Li as well. And us two believe in Yanqing also. And I think where the differences lie is that I feel like Luka's worry comes from that feeling of, like, It's a similar thing where they're both worried about honoring their country and their region, right? But Luka's honoring comes from, and his nervousness comes from a place of like, I don't know this place very well. Am I going to be able to like, get over these nerves of not knowing this place and being a fish out of water? Where Yanqing knows this place so well that he has a very serious thing on his shoulders where he puts a lot of pressure on himself in a very serious manner because he is more of a diplomatic person. He is more of a person who is like involved with the Cloud Knights and all this stuff too. He has a very official job as well. So what I like about it is that it allowed Luka to kind of release his inhibitions a bit and kind of like be a bit more loose with this and kind of be a bit more fun with this, shout from the rooftops and help Yanqing. And it allowed Yanqing to also not take it as seriously and have a bit of fun with this too, have Yanqing laugh about this, have both of them laugh about this. And I think it's a really awesome scene too. Yeah. And there's Tuskpir as well. Such a little bursting with thing bursting with so much wondrous ability, the dance show is certainly full of surprises. Does this Tuskpir do anything? Like it's a toy or something? It's more ways than I thought. I hugged this Tuskpir and took a nap just now, and I dreamt I was fighting battle that felt super real. It was against a giant cockroach 3 meters long. Could Tuskpir be used in combat training? Really, let me try. Maybe it's because I'm sick, and that triggered Tuskpir's special trait. Maybe it doesn't work on you. I don't know. You should give it a shot. Luka being so supportive again. The Tuskpir stares at you blankly, looking like it's about to doze off. One can experience hyperrealistic battles in a dream just by hugging it and falling asleep. What kind of penacony daydream is this? Hold the Tuskpir in your arms and enter the dreamland. Are we actually doing this? You pick up Tuskpir and sit on the floor and close your eyes. You are ready to experience this fabled Dreamscape combat training. I don't know how people just fall asleep in random places, but I guess if you're like working really hard and like, doing stuff all day and like fighting and leveling up and all this stuff, you probably would be very tired enough to sleep anywhere, wouldn't you? A slight problem though, you aren't sleepy right now. Okay, there we go. There's the answer. And even if you are, you can't possibly go to sleep under the eager gaze of your friend Luka, can you? The protective gaze of Luka. The protective gaze. Something's off. A sudden wave of drowsiness hits you and your consciousness starts drifting away. The Tuskpir sure is a wondrous creature. Wait, what? Complete Dreamscape training challenge to obtain Wait, what does it... Interesting. While in the Dreamscape training, you are unable to obtain vibes through actions. Only by performing highlights you gain vibes in the super hype state. So there's like a whole training session as well? That's really interesting. Is this like something that we can do at any time, or should we just like go for it? So like, for example, you can fight Topaz, and the challenge goal is entering the super hype state once in Topaz training session, defeat in first phase whilst Topaz training session. So you have to just defeat all of them as well. Okay, so if we proceed to the challenge, I put up the hand so quickly right away again. Even though it goes down to like, I think like level, like I have too many characters as well. So yeah, we're going to put in all these characters too. Once again. And this time I'm going to put Lotcha on the team. I'm just going to do it. And then in terms of like our tactical decision, I'm going to put this on. And in terms of our passive, I'm going to put this on. And let's start the challenge. Yeah, it should work out. And we actually have some healing this time too against Topaz's battle as well.
Trickier to crack.
No weaknesses here as well, but it's okay.
Time for a buzz.
How about letting the enemy strike first?
Bit of a blast.
A little more heat.
Yeah, I don't know if these are like required to do, but like we might as well at least do one and see where it goes. Because like sometimes in Honkai Star Rail they do have like those battles like that are required, honestly.
Free will, or was it fate?
Man, this is a great team though, isn't it? This is a great team. And that's what's so funny is like, I think I'm really excited to get into like wishing on characters. Obviously, as I said, like Robin is like the #1 priority for me. That's my priority when it comes to wishing, right? But like Acheron, man. Zhao Shou would be so fun to have as well. Like, there's so many characters that like I've played as here as these trials. It's like, it'd be so great to have them, So great.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Great stuff. Bring some more people in if you want.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Good stuff again.
It's better to make no move. More seasoned.
Another break as well. Let's see if we can get into that state that we need to get into.
I'm honored by your presence. Since you're already here.
Man, this is such an interesting move as well. His smile always gets me, man. It always gets me.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Oh, so we already entered the super high state, and now we're going back into the Qingque thing as well. Okay, Topaz's illusion. Yeah. Again, I'm not going to harp on it again. It's like, it's still cool to fight Qingque once again this way, but like, you know, yeah.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Silver up as well. She has to be commenting on the fact that it is double speed when we're playing it like this. It's so cool.
Why not have a meal before you leave?
You chose the wrong enemy.
We can restore, I guess, as much as possible.
Good as new.
Repay.
Got to cycle life and get a little bit of a buff as well.
The eternal freeze will bury you.
Should we activate this as soon as possible? I don't know.
I
don't know. I think having Lucha as a healer is going to be so fantastic. This is what I mean. This move by Akron is so freaking great. It's so freaking cool. This is a longer battle though as well because it has the 2 health bars as well, obviously.
Destined for oblivion.
Great stuff again.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
As we're going again as well.
Can I have fun this time?
More breaks. We should definitely attempt more breaks if we can, right? For sure.
A little more heat.
Oh my god, her move's available again. She's such a cool character, Akerot is. She's such a cool character.
It too shall fall.
There we go.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep is not the end. The
dead might return. Then we have... Let's go for it. Why not? Let's go for it as quick as possible.
I weep for the departed.
It's such a sick move. It makes you feel so powerful.
This combat
dangerous it is.
This is double speed.
I'm honored by, since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
His smile kills me every time. Honestly. See the way she's like fading away like an illusion?
Done.
Well, Akron gets her ability back so quickly. Can someone explain why that happens? Because that's awesome.
I weep for the departed.
I'm not complaining. You know what I mean? There's no complaints upon myself here. I'm not going to be sitting here being sad about it, you know? Oh, Akron gets to do her ability too many times. Oh, I'm so upset. Why would they do this? Why would they do this to me?
This will be your burial ground.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Akron looks so cool here as well. Let's go for the blast too. No one needs a restore right now, so let's just go for like gaining an extra point there as well. So I thought it was back already. I was like, let's go. It's back. Legit so crazy, right?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
My back.
Freeze to death.
Oh man, and we're cut off as well. Oh no, we're here. It's fine.
I'm honored by your presence.
Oh, we can get everyone, yeah.
Since you're already here,
I hope he does a really cute smile. There it is. Wow,
leave?
Surprises me every time. That's good break damage.
This combat needs optimizing.
Get some more break damage in.
This is double speed.
Lovely stuff. He's gonna get his 20 turns now. Me when the enemy gets one more turn than me.
I weep.
Well, that was 65 turns. What is this game?
It too shall fall.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead will return, I think. I'm thinking they might return.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
It's better to make no move.
No break points here, but at least we do. Well, for them, but like again, it's not one of those situations where we have to get like in a
You chose the wrong
better
enemy.
position here.
Receive divinity.
Having Lucha on our team here is always fantastic. Always fantastic.
Freeze to death. Feel the freeze.
Again.
Nothing major.
I think Lucha has, like, you know, like, has been a deciding factor in many of my battles, 100%. Just such a great healer. Oh, should not have hit them, but it's okay.
More seasons. I'm honored by, since you're already here.
I hope he does this cute smile. Oh, great. Man, it's crazy how this game changes every time. It's a different cute smile every time. Everyone's like, no, it's not, Calvin. Well, look, you have a different copy than me. I have a different copy. We could get rid of this guy as well, which might not be a bad idea, but I think we're just going to go for Topaz's name.
It too shall fall.
Let's go for it. Let's go for it.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return.
That follow-up attack is always so funny to me.
It too shall
Definitely hit the wrong enemy first of all. It's okay though. It's okay.
This combat needs a
We still got enough.
This is double speed.
I think we still got enough turns to destroy this Qingque 100%.
I'm honored by your. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
That's half the work.
It's over now. It's over. I wonder what rewards we get for this well, because it said that we can. I think it said we can collect rewards for this event as well, as you probably usually can, right? Yeah, we got whatever we got for that. Training rewards. Oh, okay. Here they are. Actually, not a bad idea. But was there rewards for actually doing the event itself? Possibly. You dozed off immediately. How was it? Did you see the hyper-realistic battle? So we did actually see a battle with Qingque as well. This is practically a portable penacony. Crazy thing to say. I keep hearing the name of that place. I'll have to go visit it too. Let it calm down. Let it calm down a bit, and we'll go together. It seems like I can definitely use this cute little Tuskpir to complete some danger zone training. It's not just Luka, even you can use the adorable benevolent critter to simulate really challenging combat scenarios, and while dreaming, this Tuskpir is an exceptionally gentle animal that loves helping humans out. That's really fun. No, it's a really fun idea. Is it, I wonder if it's in the menu over here in the travel log here. Is it the... Again, I don't want to look at things too deeply, but I'm just trying to see if there's a name of the war dance. No, there's not. I wonder if there's a place where you can actually get the... Maybe it's in here, actually. But yeah, that's actually a really cool idea. Some training sessions. Might be a fun thing to do as well, but we're going to go back into the battles here once again. The break is over. Contestant Luka, are you ready to keep competing? I can't wait. Let's get this started. Who's our next person we're heading towards? Let's look at the opponent information for the next face-off match first. Looks towards the tactics board. Bootill? Oh my god, Bootill's gonna be here? No, that's great. That's honestly great. The ringmaster of this face-off match is Bootill. That's awesome, and Bootill's here on freaking the Zan show, which again makes sense. He does like a little bit of a fight himself, but like I was not expecting to see him at all. I love that. I freaking love that, man. Bootill's here. I mean, that's what's so great about events like this, is seeing a bunch of characters again come from different places, and again, it is thought about like people from different factions come to the war dance. So while it's like, you know, we shouldn't be too surprised, at the same time too, I think it is still surprising to see Bootill, and it's very exciting to see Bootill as well. Very excited for this. This the dangerous world. Let's take it slow and start with the knockup matches to get enough points. 110%. I actually love. What's this war dance plotted? Level up. Oh, that's how we get our rewards. Perfect. Just like other events. We got some good rewards for that. We got some really good rewards for that. And let's do the knockout match. Let's go into it. So we're gonna fight Tribby. Tribby, Tristis of Jumin, and it's gonna look at Bootill just up at the top there as well. This is so fun. And again, I know it's like one of those things where we might not be fighting Bootill. We might find another hallucination. I'm still happy to see Topaz and Bootill. You know what I mean? I'm still happy to see them. It's an exciting thing. Let's get into it. Initiate challenge. What is the name of the next opponent is Treaties of Jumin. Just from the name, it seems like the nickname of some big shots. Do you guys know anything about the opponent? I heard through the grapevine that the Treaties of Jumin comprise a trio of civilian martial artists from the Jumin. Although these three might not be top-tier masters, do not underestimate them. Sure. Can they beat me? Can they beat you? My mechanical parts can't take too much of a beating. Well, yeah, I suppose. The treaties of Jumin, after some appreciation, this name sounds quite impressive. It's time to go meet them in the arena. Begin the competition. I'm ready for it. I'm definitely ready for it. So we're gonna have to, oh my god, again, I love the UI. So this one is about weakness breaks again. Increased break effect by 100% after attacking the targets in a weakness broken state. Receives 1 stack of vulnerability to a max of 10 stacks. Every stack of vulnerability increases damage taken by the target by 10%. So we have to do break effects by 100%. If they are broken, you get a stack of vulnerability. Every stack of vulnerability increases damage by 10%. Really cool stuff. Okay, and to the hyper state, it's about probably weakness breaks as well. So let's see who, and once again, the hand is going up. Let's see who's, oh, cool. Okay, so we actually have Boothill. We have, that's Harmony. Is it? Is that Estelle that we know? I think it is, because she's doing a bit of bow. She looks like she's bowing her head. And yes, okay, that's not a terrible team whatsoever. But should I check it out just in case? So we have Boothill. Yes, Harmony. And then Ruin Mei, which is actually going to be... And it's actually a good idea, actually, because Ruin Mei is a character I can obtain right now if I wanted to. So getting a little bit of a try with Ruin Mei is not a bad idea. So I actually might... Are one of these people... Is she a healer? What is Ruin Mei? It's like support. Speed. I might just put Lucha on the team. Yeah, I might just put Lucha on the team. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea to put Lucha on the team. And then we can do our actives and our passives. Feint attack, I'll just let them do whatever they think is right. We'll go for it. I'm really excited to do these battles again. I actually love doing these battles. They're so dynamic, so fun. Never get tired of this. Dear spectators, welcome back to Luminary War Dance Knockout Match Arena. Love the outfits. These two sides in the match are Luka's strong arm against the treaties of Jumin. D-Celebrate, D-Value, and D-Light. That's a great name. What a great names. Look at these guys. Like 3 different color eyes as well. Luka, all 3 of us admire your fighting spirit. Oh, that's pretty nice. Unfortunately, this is as far as you'll go. That's obviously, like, makes sense that you would say this. Ha 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 ha. D-Light, are you okay? You having a D-Light? D-Light, stop laughing. You make us look like villains. Oh, it's like an evil laugh? Okay. So I just can't hold back. Please don't mind him, Luka. He's not mocking you, just naturally likes to cackle. Fair enough. Don't worry, he won't be cackling much after this. Wow. What a way to talk back here. This is what we admire about you. Bring it. Haha. Shan's profanity laughing. Again, worried that they're going to sound evil with the laughter. So when enemies receive break damage, they are afflicted with 1 stack of vulnerability. Focusing attacks on enemies will, with the highest vulnerability stacks, to deal higher break damage. Deal break damage to enemies and trigger highlights to get massive vibes. The more vulnerability stacks are inflicted on the enemy, the more vibes will be gained. When your team's vibes reach maximum limit in the match, your team will enter a super hype state. Yeah, so it's about like doing weakness breaks as well. Okay, that's perfect. We can get that done as well. Oh my god, I loved it. It's like the freaking enemies from penacony. What the hell? Wasn't this like really important to like Sundays like stuff?
Enjoying yourself?
Come on, let's do this.
Oh my god, we're playing as Boothill as well. Let's go. So Impair, what does Impair do?
Bring it on.
Oh wait, let's not fast forward by the way for now.
Fire.
It's literally just shooting his gun. So you bounce.
Let's improvise.
Again, it's really fun to have like, again, I like using the trial characters a lot. Oh, she has like an instrument as well. What would you call it? It's like really small, but what's it called? It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. It wouldn't be like a Dalaman, would it? Dalaman? Really, really pretty. So we can also offer support to people as well, but I guess we're offering support to ourselves. Okay, fantastic.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
And obviously I'm waiting to see some of these like moves as well. I love that his move is just shooting people. It's so awesome. But what else would it be? Look at the pose. I'm sorry. There was a class in his city about like how to look like a Galaxy Ranger with your poses, and he went into the wrong room, and it was like catwalk training, and he was like, I don't know, I gotta stay here. It was like model training.
There are only 2 kinds of people in the world.
Oh
those
my god.
with a loaded gun. Those who
that is so freaking cool, isn't it? It's so freaking cool. With the freaking wanted poster and everything. The bullet in the mouth. Very cool stuff. And of course we have Stealth Dancing too. That's such a great ultimate. That's a fantastic ultimate.
Show begin.
Look at this. Stealth Dancing. Better rhythm than I ever will have. Let's get a little boost here, why not? More bouncing.
Dreams do come true.
Because why not? A single target as well. I don't even have any, like, we can attack you, I guess.
Pay attention.
Let's see Rowan May's move as well.
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away.
Oh my god, playing
by the wind
as
of
well.
time.
So she is like
There's more
a
to
big
life
support
than drawing
character.
breath.
A big support character here as well, 100%.
You'll do.
Lovely, got a break there as well. So I think we've seen everyone's moves, so we can go back into the fast forward motions as well now.
Don't worry, this one's on me.
We can impair again.
Let's duel.
And there we have it there as well. So again, some of these are support moves, but we'll do them anyway. Why
Eternal
not?
sleep is the dead return.
Jesus, the damage there.
Every petal in life's garden.
This move is. I'm gonna turn down the speed again just
Will be
because I
swept
love how
away.
like pretty this is.
By the wind of time.
For a character that's so scary, she has such like a very like.
Mood is set just right.
I don't know what the word for it is, like fantastical vibes sometimes as well, you know? For sure.
Let the show begin.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore.
Tell him.
Those with the loaded gun.
This is crazy. I wish I slowed down the speed again, but it's so cool. It's such a cool move. Was that like a follow-up move, I guess?
Let's improvise.
Let's settle this.
Once again, we can add
Eternal.
some support to ourselves. Gain something there as well. Oh, and they're doing their joint move as well. Look at the way he's standing even. I'm telling you, he went into the wrong room when they were trying to teach him out. It's like, it literally was just like, all right. He said, where's Galaxy Trading Class? Down the road, down the hallway there. Okay, wait, wrong way, sir, wrong way. Serving class? Like serving up bullets? I'll go in here. Fine.
Still not ready yet.
The whistle as well, oh my god. The kick, the
Stay
overarching axe kick. That's brilliant. That is
Dreams do
brilliant.
come true.
You chose the wrong.
The overarching axe kick is a really cool thing as well.
Let the show begin.
I'm just gonna do the ultimates whenever we have them, right? 100%. Oh, I just noticed on the screen. I'd never noticed that before. The colors on the screen match like the vibes of the world as well. I think I was just so focused on, you know, destruction.
Still the same old.
Waiting in line for a bullet. Bring it on. There's your reward.
Let's see this again. We can see it with the speed turn down as well. Look how cool this is. It's so good.
Those with the
Will the target change every time, I wonder, depending on who you're fighting? I wonder. Another break as well, which is good.
Rhythm get messed up. Let's improvise.
I'll see you off. All of you stand still. Let's duel. Time's up.
It would be really cool if it had like a
positions.
tapping motion as well, but I think like
Dreams
it's
do
it's just meant to be like one bullet, I guess.
Every petal and all will be swept away by
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
wind.
talking about. It's such like a pretty, like elegant and fantastical move, but like she herself is like sometimes such a scary character to be. Which again, not a bad thing to have a scary character. You know what I mean? For sure.
Eternal sleep is not the dead return.
Let's go for it. We probably should have gone for his. Yeah, it's over now. Yeah, it's over now. That was one thrilling, fulfilling duel we lost. You three really have great moves. I've learned from a lot of these battles as well. Thank you. No, the pleasure was ours. We've learned a lot from this. We hope you were able to spar with you again once you improved your skills. That's also a really great way of looking at it, right? For sure. Can't wait. Very healthy. And there's the laughing again from D-Light. He just loves laughing. I can't take this. Decelerate delivers a karate chop to Delight, whose laughter abruptly ceases as he fades to the ground. Okay, no need to kill him. He's just having a laugh, you know? Oh my god, he's literally knocked down on the ground. We'll teach him a lesson once you get back. I didn't find him that bad. He just is having a little bit of a joyous time, you know? A bit of a jolly guy. No biggie. Exchanging moves is a happy occasion. It's normal to have a laugh. Exactly. Just let him have a laugh. After a lively and cheerful duel, the winner of this match has finally emerged. Let's congratulate Luka Strongarm. Great stuff. And there's 200 points to us as well. And again, like Battle City, we take points away from someone else and we gain points ourselves. Very cool stuff. Sometime later, we just going back to the battle, or is it going to be like some story beats? Let's go again. Like, the battles are so fun that I'm actually like, it's one of those things where like I'm excited for the battles as well as everything else, you know? I'm getting these like, man, it's basically like doing a bunch of battles and getting like some good gems, you know what I mean? It's really good for like if you want to level up your characters and stuff like that too. Shojin. So let's do this one. Initiate challenge. Okay. Our next opponent is the Trotter Battlefront. This team name certainly does evoke an image. Pretty cute. Trotter, they don't sound very strong. Don't underestimate Trotters. That's right, never underestimate your opponent no matter who they are. Back when a master used to train me, one of the exercises was catching Trotters with my bare hands in the backyard. I never thought it would come in handy. They say one shouldn't stoop to the level of a Trotter, but today I'll have to make an exception. Let's go. Begin competition. I'm actually, again, it's you guys know, like, I love turn-based combat, I do. But I'm always like so much more excited for story stuff as well. Obviously battles can be epic, like the big boss battles can be amazing. Like the Sunday boss battle was incredible with the music in the background and stuff like that too. But it's so fun to have like just regular battles be so dynamic and fun as well. Because again, I love the combat in Honkai Star Rail already. But it's cool to be like, oh, I can't wait to get back into this. You know, I can't wait to get back into this and fight these enemies in this event. Enemies charges continually refresh. Okay. Damage dealt by allies' basic attack increases by 50%. And defeating a Trotter will grant you 1 skill point for every 5 total skill points consumed. The first character on the team has their action advanced by 100%. And the attack for the next attack is increased. So if you consume 5 skill points, the next the first character on the team will get 100% more advancement and increased attack. So we just have to defeat as much Trotters as possible. Let's put the hand up. Who's going to be on our team? Oh my god, Imbiber Lune. Oh my god, that's so cool. Then we have Sparkle, and we have Tingyun, and I think, is Tingyun a... Oh my god, we have a Viber Lune. That's so fun. That's so fun. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Then we have Sparkle. Is Tingyun's a healer, right? Maybe? No, we checked last time. I don't think she was, right? We'll put Lotcha on the team anyway. Like, let's just use all the trial characters and Lotcha, right? That's probably the best way to go about it all the time. That's the way I look at it. Right? I think that's the best way. Just like, it's not going to kill us to put Lotcha on the team. And it's a good safety net, right? For sure. Let's begin the match. Dear spectators, welcome back to Luminary War Dance Knockout Match Arena. In this match, we have 2 opposing sides of Luka Strongarm and the... That's a baby. No, we can't fight the... No. That's a baby. Hope the Trotters are alright. Why do you need to bring so many Trotters to compete? My impression is that the Trotters aren't really built for battle. Because I'm weaker than Trotters. Okay. She's a little Trotter trader. Such confidence was such a strange confession, Trotter trader. Right, let's begin our battle. Trotter brothers, go forward. Swallow up Luka. I honestly kind of want her to win just from the idea of like her having an army of Trotters. It kind of reminds me of Aino with all the machines in Genshin. So defeat the Trotters before it escapes. Oh, so you have to like, because they will escape when you're with the team. When your team's vibes reach maximum limit in the match, your team will enter super hype state. As usual, it's the hype state stuff.
Welcome, customers.
Welcome, customers. Oh my god, we're getting to play as Viber Lune. This is so good. We can enhance ourselves as... Wait, what? Oh, that's how you consume. So if we get to 5 and then consume our stuff, that would be a really good idea, I guess. That's really cool. Really, really cool. The skip as she goes over there to attack them. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So they'll run, they'll try to escape every single time. So let's go for just an attack on this one. Try and defeat them. And I think we can use up 5 points, right? For with
use the strength.
Imbiber Lune. So let's save up 5 points for Imbiber Lune. Right? Or we could just do this as well, by the way. I can't wait to see this.
Delve hidden moon. World cleansing dragon.
Oh my god, with the with the look as well. I think we've seen that look. I think we've seen him do this type of move before, right? For sure. But it's been a while if we have. Very cool to have him here as well. She's so playful with this stuff. Look. Oh my god, the point to her dimples. Stop it.
Allow me to see you off.
She is like 100% the most mischievous character in the universe, right?
Let's play hide and seek.
Yeah, you definitely love playing hide and seek.
In 1,000 places.
All the different masks.
Find the answer.
Okay, that's cool. Like, I think it is like the representation of like how she can like put on many different faces, you know, for sure. This is crazy to me, by the way. This right here is crazy to me. Watch her skip over and kick them. Look, it's crazy. Very fun though. Okay, I think we can go into like speedo mode. Let's like enhance ourselves away. Oh, I guess we can't enhance fully. We can only do it a few times. That's okay though.
Break.
A little bit of damage on as well.
Heaven's surge. Rise.
Such a cool move. I would love to get Imbiber Luna as well on the team. I really would. Really would love to get Imbiber Luna.
World cleansing dragon.
The fact that we keep getting to do this as well is so fun.
Break.
Like look what we're able to do here. I guess we can like. I guess it's like we'll go with this.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
This. Oh yeah, that X usually advances forward. With damage.
Scales. World cleansing dragon.
It's so cool. The look down is great.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirit.
Yeah, and these are like more support moves, I think. But again, you need support characters on your team as well.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Let's just go on the attack.
You chose the wrong end.
As much as possible. Do that kick.
Heaven's surge.
Such good damage. Yeah, and Bible Luna is so fun. He's so fun to use. Oh no! Sorry, Charles, I was able to bring you guys a win. That's a baby. We just like destroyed a baby. No, that's so sad. If the Charles surround the trader as if saying it's okay, you've done your best. He's literally like depressed on the ground. Carry your hopes and keep moving forward, Luka. That's no. The Charles look at Luka with doe-eyed expressions, are glazed full of heavy responsibility. They understand the job they have to do. The Trotter Battlefront is suddenly trying to get everyone to catch some feels. How did the plot suddenly take a twist like this? Did I miss an episode? Thank you all. I'll definitely keep advancing and I won't disappoint the Trotters. Hopefully not after this. Wait, why are you suddenly getting fired up? Never mind. In conclusion, the winner of the match is Luka Strongarm. There we go. Another knockup, which means we got enough points to fight the next, to fight Bootill, which I'm very excited to talk to him at the very least. You know, I'm very excited to talk to him.
After fighting in so many knockout stages, I think our points should be enough.
Yes.
Time to head to the Sky Splitters leaderboard to
I'm so
confirm our
excited.
ranking.
I'm so excited. Yeah, on top of like doing all these battles here, like they're really fun. I love just the idea of getting to try all these characters. Like it's a really cool trial. And I think what's great about this too, since I'm playing this within the time that it came out, I don't think there's going to be any spoiler characters or anything like that, you know what I mean? Which is actually really cool. It's one of those situations where like, I'm playing this in pretty much order. I think like this is like came out like after like or around the same time as that other quest we just did. So it makes sense we're going to have a lot of characters like from this area or like from the past. But getting to try out Imbiber Lune, so fun. Such a fun character. Yeah, I'm in love with John Hong. Okay, before we go any further, I'm going to do a little bit of we have 3 warps. You might as well do it on the standard banner. You never know what you get. And it's fun to do so, right? It's like, I always like equate it to like what I used to open Yu-Gi-Oh packs, you know? Oh, okay. An Asta, not Constellation, Eidolon. I always have to get like used to the terms, I think, of this game as well. Still. Under the blue sky. I think did we have that already? We might have that already. I'm not sure. But it's, again, the light cone art is always like really, really cool to see as well. But yeah, let's head on and try to, or not try to, we're going to be playing against Bootill right now. We're going to be playing against Bootill. Should we just, I guess we could just warp there, right? Yeah, we definitely could just warp there. But we're like right here. Oh my god, Luka versus freaking Boothill is crazy. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like the audience, what they get to see. Of course, I think it's probably gonna be a thing. I'm predicting we're gonna be fighting like another like boss that we've already fought before, or some type of enemy that's not Boothill. But I think like in terms of the audience, like man, like if I see this poster, I'm like holy hell. Well, I'm seeing the poster now and I'm like holy hell. That's exciting. That is super exciting, for sure.
Hey, looks like I've got enough points. How about it, coach? Let's get ready to challenge some powerful opponents.
Heck yeah. All right, be back to the back to the lounge to prep for the match.
Okay, time to get fired up. Let's head back to the lounge.
I actually can't wait to see Luka and Bootill's interaction with each other. You know what I mean? I really cannot wait to see, like how they. Because again, it could go. I think generally like Boothill would get along with Luka quite well, and I think that like Luka would also be a type of person that would look at Luka smile. I think Luka would be the type of person to honestly like play along with not play along, but like, you know, politely go along with Bootill's like antics and the way he like, you know, talks. I think it's like the funny thing about Dan Hong and Bootill's relationship is that there's like a little bit of resistance from Dan Hong, which is actually why it's so funny and why it's so charming. But I think with Luka, I think it'd be like, you know, he'd be like, okay, to a lot of stuff. Okay, let's try that. Let's go ahead. You know, I'm gonna complain to this person right now. Okay, you do that. I think he'd be like very supportive. I'm very excited to do this. I'm really excited. This has been a fun event so far.
Luka, your next opponent is Boothill. You have to be careful. He's a dangerous maniac.
He's a maniac and he's dangerous, but putting those two words together makes him sound bad, right? He may be dangerous, he may be a maniac, but he's our maniac and he's our dangerous maniac and we love him. He's actually like, I'll say this now, right? He's only dangerous and a maniac because his personality is so like wild, and the first time we ever saw him, he had a gun pointed at Dan Hong, right? 100%. But I actually think that like once you get to know him, he's like one of the most charming gentlemen you'll ever meet in your life. He's quite something. He's just gotta go against IPC, that's all. Yeah. Oh my god, Carmela.
Among those who harbor plenty of hatred against the IPC, he's probably one of the more dangerous ones.
I'm gonna say right now, as always, hatred against IPC, rational. Just a rational hatred.
I heard he's a Galaxy Ranger. What type of organization is that?
Do you think Galaxy Ranger is like, well, I guess like it's one of those things again, like I was thinking how old are Galaxy Rangers, but I think it's also a situation with Luka where like, again, most people in Balebog didn't even know there was like, you know, most planets outside of here, so factions aren't going to be known to them as well in that way, right?
The Galaxy Rangers are a diverse group of individualistic warriors that are disciples of the hunt. Some are pretty easygoing, but there's also bloodthirsty wanted criminals, like Boothill.
He is like the biggest gentleman ever. He's so kind. Wait, is that patch always there in Luka's armor, or did they put it there now? Maybe it's just something I didn't notice until he was kind of flexing here right now. But yeah, no, Bootill is like legitimately a gentleman. Like he's so nice, you know, he's such a kind person. Like he is like, and again, it's one of those things where like, yes, he is aggressive. Yes, he is like the type of person who like shoots first. Yes, he does like, you know, say a lot of crazy stuff. But like, I think he's also gonna be one of the first people to like help you. You know, I really think he would be.
Disciples of the Hunt. So isn't he the same as Xianzhou folks? No matter how dangerous he is, he won't be causing trouble in the land of his fellow disciples.
I don't know.
Right?
I met him on Penacony. He's a pretty decent guy. Yes, he is. He's so good. He's so good.
Would a decent guy be on the IPC's wanted list?
Yes. Carmela, yes. Carmela, yes. Carmela, yes. Carmela, yes. What are we talking about here? Carmela, indeed. Carmela, 100%. Carmela, very much so. Come on, this is like the equivalent of being like I don't know, like would the like having like you know, I don't know, would a decent guy be on Tony Soprano's like wanted list? It's like, yeah, he might be. Like, I get that, like, you know, there is like people that are loyal to the IPC 110%. I totally get that, and like we have to look at everyone individually. And again, it makes her like, as I said, like the same with Topaz. It makes Topaz such an interesting character too, just like Carmela's an interesting character too. Having them have like a lot of loyalty and like belief in like the IPC in some ways too. but like 110% the IPC like is immoral, right? And their deaths are immoral. The way that they interfere with planets can sometimes be very immoral. Like, this idea that like a decent guy wouldn't be on their wanted list is insane. You know what I mean? You have to be like covering your ears, closing your eyes, and going under a pillow, and then putting a rock on that pillow to not to go against it or to think this.
You just have to be cautious,
in my opinion.
Luka. A wanted criminal on the IPC's list is really no joke.
No, he's a lovely dude. Don't listen to Carmella. He's a lovely dude. He's so nice.
What's there to be afraid of? When I was defending the underworld with my master, I also met many hardened criminals. I even personally apprehended the Dark Widower of Boulder Town with my own 2 hands.
Yeah. No, but look, he's so nice. You get along with him so well. He's such a nice dude. Kyrell, don't be putting, like, again, just, you see a wanted, we were on wanted posters. You know what I mean? In Balebog, you know what I mean? Like, wanted posters mean nothing here. Well, they kind of do with some criminals, of course, but, you know. Still, you know, come on. Oh, we unlocked some more stuff here, too. As you guys know, I've said it 1,000,001 times. Like, I will take the IPC as they come. You know, I love Aventurine, love Dr. Ratio, love Carmella even. I love talk to Carmella. I love Topaz. But as a company and as an industry, nah. You know, I'm not a fan whatsoever, unfortunately. And I think, again, I don't think it's bad writing to have characters within the IPC, you know, have a loyalty to the IPC and also believe in the IPC's, like, tactics and stuff, I guess, too. Boothill as a character is, though, a lovely person who is aggressive, but, like, to me, like, if someone is on the wanted, again, just putting a pin in it, if someone's on the wanted list from the IPC, like, it could go 2 ways. It could be, yes, very serious, this person did something horrible, but I'm also going to think, did they do something horrible, and ask for more information? Because I'd be like, you know, I'm pretty sure the IPC would put someone on the wanted list if they, like, didn't, you know, pay back their $5 they got as a loan, you know? Another face-off match.
Boothill, a fugitive wanted by the IPC.
And good dude.
I'd hate to say it in front of Miss Carmella, but I have a feeling this wanted criminal might not actually be such a bad guy.
I'm worried that I might have missed something there. 1 second here now. Let me just, like, save the last minute of this, because I think, I don't know if that was new information that came up there as well. So, after the current tournament ends, you can still participate in special invitation matches. It is recommended you complete the special invitational missions in the current tournament for the ideal story experience. Wait, what? Oh, there's a match we didn't finish. Okay, so maybe I should have done that. It was one of the Okay. You can still compete in it, but like for the story experience, it makes sense. Oh, okay, that's my bad. So we might have to go back and do that. Okay. Yeah, I remember there was one there as well. My bad, guys.
After all, the Xianzhou Alliance didn't arrest him, and they even allowed him to participate in the war dance.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not afraid of criminals. My iron fist is made to punish bad
Luka,
guys.
you're gonna love this dude. You're gonna love him so much.
Luka, are you ready to go up against Boothill?
And just like I think the IPC arresting someone is not a sign that they're a bad person, I also think the Xianzhou letting someone go free or not arresting someone is always a sign of like someone being good, because the way I would look at it is that, you know, they 100% like, you know, kept Don Hong in the shackling prison for years. So it's time to see what the IPC criminal wanted criminal is made of.
It's time to go see what this criminal the IPC wants so bad is made of.
Be careful.
His little smirk as well. Man, I love Luka so much. Let's go. So, achieve highlights during the matches to accumulate vibes and enter a super hype state. Arena environment. Enemies take 50% more DOT. So we can actually maybe use Kafka. Apply spiritual canning to an enemy boss to deal all enemies random lightning DOT 3 times. Kafka might be the trial character. At the start of the turn, when the allies experience highlight, it has a chance to receive 1 second spiritual torture, Jesus, which makes spiritual caning bounce 1 time. This can stack it to 5 times. So DOTs is what we're looking at. We're looking at DOTs. Okay, so put the hand up. Yes, Kafka is the trial. So we have Kafka, we have Black Swan, and we have Hawa, and I think we put on I'm trying to like, because we have to go down a little further. Yeah, there we go. I think we put on Sampo. Right? I think Sampo's good for this. So when it comes to me putting my hand up like this, by the way, one of the things that also happens is like since I have to edit the videos, I thought like I might like let you guys in on how I edit the videos as well, especially when there's some stuff like, you know, spoilers or some stuff that could appear as spoilers. Usually if I have to edit something out or if I have to make a cut, I write it down on a piece of paper so I know exactly the scene it is. So say like, for example, let's say I make a cut now, I write down active, passive or something like that. And I go, cut here. And usually there's a pause of like a bunch of dialogue. And the cut might be for like, say like a package is delivered or, you know, you get a phone call or something like that. And usually I just like write down, you know, what happened just right then and there in the video. And then I will leave some audio space so it's easy to find, cut it out in 2 seconds. Doesn't always get caught, but like it's the easiest way to cut out things where I don't even have to like think about anything. Believe it or not, like up until like, I didn't do this up until like a year and a half ago. And editing used to be insane. I used to just like have to like comb through the entire video looking for where I made cuts, which is insane. It's like, when you think about it now, it's actually like imagine just having to like comb through the entire video, like 3 hours, 4 hours, sometimes 5 hours to try and look for like, where was that one place where I said this? Or where's the one place where I cut this? It was, you know, crazy. But now we have a very, more, and it's so funny because all it took is like, it's one of those things where like, you think of everything when you're doing YouTube. And then like the most obvious thing, what happened was like, I think it was like a, wait, can we back out entirely? And do the knockup match then? Yeah, okay, we'll do this then. If this is part of the story, we'll do this then. 100%. Contestant Luka, Coach Stell. Oh, we have a lot of messages. We should check that out. Sorry about that, guys. Greetings to you both. I am representative of the organization committee of this year's Lonely Wardens. May I ask if you have some time right now? What is it? Contestant Luka, we have an invitational match challenge for you for another contestant. The contestant's name is Shujin. We'll send you info shortly. Fight, we must fight. Stell being the coach that's like, you know, being the middleman here. Coach, don't get carried away. I love the way he keeps calling her coach. We should at least ask what this invitational match actually means. You may be unfamiliar with our competition format, so please allow me to explain. This year's Lumini War Dance features not only traditional knockout face-off matches, but also special invitational, such about those invitational matches. Put simply, during the process of the War Dance, contestants have a right to send challenges and invites to other contestants to one duel. Now an opportunity to get my name out there and try to get my ranking up. Of course, there's also great risks involved in failure challenges and all. Yeah, they do this. It's a pet peeve of mine. It's I'm not gonna like, again, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna harp on, but it's like I have to wait here while they finish. You know what I mean? It's like just let me tap X for the next message. You know what I mean? It's like a tiny pet peeve where I'm like, please, you know, because I have to sit here and wait for, there we go. You know? And again, it's one of those things where like someone might be like, Calvin, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't like harp on it. You know, but like every once in a while I'm just like, come on, just let me like just read it. Yeah. Of course, there are also risks involved in failure. Challengers who are unsuccessful will immediately be disqualified from future events. It is common that contestants use such challenges. If someone challenges me, that means I can challenge other people too. Unfortunately, this is a supported privilege offered only to lower rank contestants to provide them more opportunities to compete. On the other hand, being challenged is recognition of your strength, contestant Luka. I don't know if that's fair or unfair. All right, take a look at the files. Furthermore, I've been asked by Miss Topaz of the IPC to extend an invitation to collaborate with you. An invitation from Topaz to collaborate with the IPC? The IPC is tricky, maybe not? Yeah. Best not to get involved with them. Yeah, you're right. I agree. Very well, I understand. I wouldn't mind talking to Topaz, but Miss Topaz indicates that she would like to meet you in both Nora and Valley. Were you willing to? Oh, if it's just Topaz, I'd like to definitely meet with her. Oh, it's a whole mission. Wait, characters involved in missions are currently occupied by other missions. Maybe that's just this mission here. So what's happening now? Oh, so we have to do this. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's since it's occupied, then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go on with this for now. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that for now and just figure out what to do next time, maybe.
After all, of course I'm not afraid.
Luka, are you?
Yeah. It's time to go.
Be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Well, at least we know there's like a little side mission there with Man, he's so cool. Bootill's so cool. Okay. Team lineup. And again, I'll go with the same thing again. There we go. Yeah, at least we know that there is a mission there as well, you know? And yeah, by the way, when it comes to what I said there with the pet peeve, do not take it as a point of criticism. It does not mark down Honkai in any way. It's like a small thing that that gets me like, I'm like, oh, please, just let me click on it, you know? It happens every once in a while. Everyone has something that like is like a small pet peeve, I think, for games, you know? But it does not affect my view of the game. Here we go again. People are pointing out, by the way, that Albert is like a pretty famous character in Honkai, but I don't watch obviously special programs and stuff like that as well.
All eyes are on Luka as he prepares for yet another fierce battle. In the blue corner, the highly anticipated
That never gets old.
champion from Bellabog, Luka Stronger. Fighting out of the red corner, it's none other than the notorious villain wanted by the IPC.
Look at him.
Galaxy Ranger, Boothill.
I'm sorry, but like, how can a person... Now, he's bad in like a baddie way, right? But he's not bad as in bad. Like, look at this, you know? Like, look at this. Like, again, I told you last time, he literally like went to a different class than every other Galaxy Ranger, right? Every other Galaxy Ranger went to shooting practice, and he went to like serving practice. I'm telling you, like, look at this. Like,
Go for it, Luka. Defeat Boothill and hand him over to me. We'll split the bounty in half.
no, I'm never gonna hand him over.
You little fudgehead.
Tell him.
I'll have you stewing in a pot sooner or later.
I'll help you. I'll help you. If it... Oh my God, he's so pretty, isn't he? As well.
Butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. Can't believe I'm seeing you here, sister. You compete too.
Sister is also sweet to me as well. I'm his coach.
No wonder I didn't see your name on the list. I thought you were gonna fudge an ambush me.
I love the lore. It's actually like, I think he's like forced to not say swear words.
You guys are close.
Luka, I'm telling you, this guy was like such a great dude.
We ain't exactly best buddies. Our lives were just raveled in the tangles of destiny. That don't mean I'll be showing any mercy.
I mean, that's a great way to put it. Our lives were like tangled with destiny.
I won't either.
Let me give you some real advice, kid. Drop out now. You ain't in my league.
Boothill, I love you to pieces, right? But you need to understand, like, this is Luka. You know what I mean? Luka has gone through so much in his life. He genuinely can stand up to you.
The match hasn't started. How do you know I can't defeat you? My fist might not be slower than your bullet.
Oh my God, the trash talk.
Diggity wubba boo. Cause we ain't on the same path, partner. You're here to win. I'm here for payback. You want honor, but honor ain't worth squat to me.
Maybe you could do like a Duelist Kingdom thing, and like I will actually help you get revenge as well. You know, Luka wins, and he'll defeat who you need to get revenge against too.
Also, quit yapping about your fork and iron fist. That IPC sponsored piece of trash makes me sick. I'll give it a proper overhaul for you later.
Wait.
I want to see every news outlet in the cosmos buzzing with the headline, "The IPC's most wanted man stole the spotlight at the war."
Well, I'd love that too, but...
He came out with the fudge blazing and sure made them IPC shirtbags choke on the humble pie.
Is Luka's arm an IPC? Maybe I forgot that, because an IPC creation. The only reason I was like kind of questioning is because like maybe like it's I thought that it would have been like self-created because like the IPC couldn't get to Bellabog in the time that Luka was there.
Mr. Boothill, I don't know what kind of grudge you hold against the IPC, but I don't think we're too different. We both want the whole cosmos' eyes on us.
No, I do think it's amazing. By the way, I said that it would be absolutely amazing to like have, you know, it's already amazing that Luka beat an IPC member, but like it'd be also amazing for Boothill to actually have like a win over the IPC too, and to be the most wanted criminal in the IPC and still win the war dance.
All right, I ain't gonna argue with you.
Boothill!
If you want my bullets that bad, who am I to refuse, right? Well, before I came here, I drew 6 lucky wheels at the Looking Bronze in front of the Rainbow Arbor.
Okay.
Tell you what.
Oh my God.
If my next 6 shots jam, you win. But if they don't, well, this ring's floor's gonna be a real mess, ain't it?
Legitimately, before I played Honkai Star Rail, I never could have found like a machine to be this. Okay. Let's all calm down. You guys calm down. Okay. Okay. You guys need to like find Jesus. Okay? Let me pray for you. In the name of the Father and the Son, and look at that waistline. Okay, let's keep going.
Mr. Boothill, we're just sparring, that's all. Let's not risk our lives.
Look at, I'm sorry, he looks so freaking good.
Dadgum Wubba-Boo! Others might play games with you, but I ain't playing.
The voice actor's so good as well. Can you get not
On the line here.
point the gun?
If you don't even have the guts to do the same, then what are you here for? Come on. Look down the barrel of my gun. Walk over here.
Jesus.
And take a swing at me. You got the guts.
Bootill, you're scary. What are you doing? Bootill, you're going too far. Come on, buddy. Let's stop.
I'm speaking to Luka. Let him answer.
This might be a big test, by the way, as well.
Luka, come on. Get over here and take a swing at me. You got the guts.
Bootill, of course it's Luka. Oh, Luka's shaky a bit as well, though.
Speak up.
Bring it on, Boothill.
Tell him.
I'll make you eat your own
Tell him.
words.
Tell him, Luka.
Screw up a boo. You've got some guts. Bullets don't have eyes, so don't blame me for being.
It's such an interesting layer they've added to Luka's character. Look what he said and then looked down. Like, he was, again, the most confident fighter on all of Balebog. And now he's come to Xianzhou and he's, like, testing himself greatly. And it is going to, like, cause some, like, self-doubt. It is going to there's going to be a need for raising of his courage once again. Like, it's so interesting, like, the arc that Luka's going on here. So this should be... Oh, God!
My hallucinations are getting worse.
Wait, what? He's hallucinating the freaking...
Luka, don't go over there. You'll die. No.
Is that a meme?
Can't.
Contestants haven't moved on.
What?
They face each other on opposite sides of the ring.
Luka is imagining a meme?
Ill fate descends.
I mean, okay.
Get them.
Stand still.
So that means his hallucinations, if this is like canon in terms of a hallucination, that means Luka is seeing something that
Ill tidings manifest.
he technically has never seen? I'm not wrong in saying that, right? Oh, turn off the speed up for a second. Kafka just standing there. No. No, I got my ability first, so she's let's still do it.
Just what will Luka do? The face of
Oh my god, look at the hands as well.
Get them.
Luka, snap out of it.
So right now they're seeing Luka kind of like possessed by what's happening here as well. Let's go for it.
Good times never last. Time to
Yeah, that's
say
crazy
bye.
that Luka's even hallucinating stuff that he hasn't seen before.
Boom.
We can fast forward now as well, I think, because we've seen everyone's abilities now.
Hey, watch the face! What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
We're gonna break him down very quickly. A little bit of a blast.
Ill fate descends.
He just got his break back already.
Stay put.
We can't restore. I should have saved some. Oh wait, we have this though. It's been a while. Well, you haven't seen this since like the other missions. So oh my god, she's adorable.
Amateurs. Fiends or devils.
I really adore Hawa. Oh, and an attack boost is really good. Leave her, no, leave her alone. Leave her alone. Kafka could like take the emotional stress.
He'll kill you.
What?
I can't die here.
So he has. It's so okay.
I want to die. I don't want to die yet.
So this is representing Luka's fear of losing, fear of dying. Is that what we're getting at here? He has 30 turns here. I think that's what we're getting at here. It's Luka's fear of dying or losing, I guess, maybe as well. In some ways, is why he's seeing this memory zone meme as.
Amateurs. Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
I won't back down.
What are you waiting for?
Okay, we got something here. We got something here. Oh yeah, we got the This could be good. We just gotta keep damaging him here.
Good times never last.
She should say boom. That'd be crazy.
Boom.
So good. So good. That damage as well. Holy hell. Phase 2.
I'll say this one last time. Had to turn around and leave. Get over here and hit me.
It's interesting that Boothill became the hallucination for...
Bullets don't have. Do you really want to die?
What?
No action yet from either side. The spectators are on the edge of their seats. Their nerves on the brink of snapping.
And I wonder if it's just because Boothill had the gun directly pointed at his face that it is very like real, the idea of like possibly dying here. If you know what I mean. At least that's the perspective I give. Like it's like having like being actually face to face with death. You know what I mean? Being right directly face to face with death.
To betray my customers, I charge extra.
And Luka being, you know, considered being so powerful by even us as well. Sorry, Boothill being so powerful by us as well. I wonder if there's an element to that too where he's like, there's a fear that comes along with that, right? There's a fear that comes along with the idea of like how tough Boothill is. Can I defeat Boothill? Is that possible?
Time's passage is on you.
Just turn around and leave. Nothing will happen. Run.
No. I won't back down.
We're gonna get to do some healing here, Zoe, but make sure we have some stuff as well to heal. Let's do this. 100% restore.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
Let's go. There's a lot of enemies here now. Luckily, Kafka can do a blast when needed, and there's some DOTs already on there as well. Like that gets rid of 2 of them at least, right?
Memories are ever changing.
Yeah, I actually think it's a very interesting way they're doing this. Like having this be like I wonder if you could say Qingque is a representation of his his past and the. Okay. Hear me out, right? What if Qingque is the representation of Balebog's past and also the perceived servitude and not servitude, the perceived subjugation of the people of the underworld and not wanting to go back to that? What if then this idea of how he sees Boothill and this hallucination as a way of like something's in his head that's kind of like, you know, making him fear the idea of death, fear the idea of losing. As you know, Luka did get into like a very well. Look at his eye; he got into an accident as well. But he kept moving on, right? He kept fighting on. So I wonder if there is like it's all like playing on all of his like fears, I guess.
Time to say bye.
In some ways, these hallucinations, and then it couples with the idea of like being in a new place and being nervous about being in a new place. I just wonder. I'm just speculating, just doing a bit of speculation. Not Sambo.
Stay put. Get them.
Relax.
Luka, get it together.
Again, and what they're seeing is Luka is kind of like, you know, in a daze in some ways, right? That's what they're seeing, which I think is a very interesting way of doing it as well, honestly. Do this again, why not?
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers?
We do charge extra.
Fiends or devils.
Oh, it's so adorable.
I'll crush them all.
Memories are ever changing. Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Oh, here we go. Let's go again. It's over. I think Sampo might actually do it himself, maybe. I don't think he does as much damage as like the other characters do. But it's about to be over. Like once Kafka gets a hold of this enemy, it's done. Yeah, this is an interesting battle. Like, you know, as I said, like, you know, obviously I would have loved to be able to fight the actual enemies, but like I actually think the way they're doing it in a story way actually is very interesting in some ways. Because if it is like this, this is obviously like a representation of fear in some ways for Luka, and the idea of like he's afraid to like die, he's afraid to like
Time to move.
you know, wait, okay, sorry, Kafka. He's afraid to like fight them Boothill because something bad might happen. I think it is like the idea of overcoming his fears in a way.
Boom.
Lovely stuff. Look at it. Look at even the setting of this thing. It's so cool. Is this supposed to be quiet? Luka. Luka, you did it. You did it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good on you, kid.
The shark smile as well that we love as well. Luka walking right up to him. Did he shoot? Oh my god, the artwork. That is so cool.
What's going on? Am I dead?
No.
The victor is Galaxy Ranger Bootill.
Luka lost? What? Wait, because we did we not? Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? Did we not meet the requirements? Is that what happened? Wait, what? Did we not meet the... Oh, we might not have met the requirements. Or maybe just... Very sad Lucas material to Galaxy Ranger Bootill in this match. In the next press conference, Lucas coach Stella will be accepting... Wait, what? So it's actually part of the story. What? What? There's Hulk! What the hell? Journalists selected by Coach Stella will be given a chance to ask questions. Please keep your words brief. What the hell just happened? Luka lost? But we won. Please begin. We won though, right? Front row, first from the left. Let's make sure Hook gets her question in. Please ask your questions. It would have a problem with your line of sight, and you might have not noticed this journalist, but perhaps out of curiosity, perhaps due to fatigue, you still point to this invisible journalist to ask their question. You can see Hook's hat. What the hell just happened? Who's supposed to be here? I'll skip to the next one if there's no one here. No! Hang on, I'm right here. We never skip Hook. Hook seems to be standing a little too far in the front. Oh, Hook. Crystal Daily. Tear up and wipe up your non-existent... Tear up and wipe out your non-existent glasses. Okay. Hook is finally growing up. I'm so touched. No, she's not. She's still a baby. I'm sorry. No, she's not growing up. She's a baby. Can you see this, Uncle Fursman? That's a baby. Hey, stop talking like this old man's left the world. The internet says the Warden is fast becoming an arms exhibition. At this rate, even Star Destroyer cannons will get used. Might I ask Coach Stella might I ask what Coach Stella has to say about such opinions on the internet? The Warden also has to change with the times. The netizens' expense. No comment on tournament rules. We'll say maybe things have to change with the times too. Maybe the Warden's all. Wait, so maybe I might have said that wrong though. Let me see here. So she's saying that. Oh, she's talking about the guns. Okay, I get you. Yeah, it's like, okay, like, it's if it's the way people fight, that's a fair way of fighting. You know what I mean? The Wardens also has to keep up the times. The array of arsenal used doesn't matter. What matters is that the matches are exciting. If you completely stick to the fundamentals, half the contestants would be deemed ineligible. Coach Cell's understanding is very rational, but I hope I can also understand your words next time. Oh my god. It's okay, Hook. You're doing a great job. Luka may have lost the match, but Bailbot continued to cheer for him. Even more so his friends. Coach Cell, please say something to Luka's fans on his behalf. So Luka just lost. Express positivity? The fans needn't worry. Luka's already training hard to get back in form, and our coaching team is reflecting on our past missteps. We will treasure the chance to repage. So everyone, please wait and patiently for the return of our champion. What the hell's happening? But I've noticed Luka's still pretty down in the dumps. Is it a scripted loss? I would mind this journalist to be discerning about your information sources. All right, that's it for your questions. Coach Cell, please choose another journalist. I'm so interested to see what's happening here. First from the left, Carmela. Please ask your questions. The dude's like, you never answer my questions. Be Carmela or Hook next time. Hello, Coach Cell. Carmela for the Interastral Peace Entertainment. While the match result was regrettable, overall, it was still an exhilarating match. Thank you. Before the match, many analysts predicted this could go either way, but what was surprising that Bootill ended the match with only 6 bullets. That seems to be what happened. Luka went in for the final hit. and Boothill just hit him with like 6 bullets and shot him. Coach Cell, what was the reason Luka lost this match so quickly? Skill issue? Luka ate some bad food. Luka got careless. He didn't dodge. We'll just be honest and we'll say, look, we'll improve next time, right? Boothill lacks martial ethics. Using an esoteric move right out of the gate, Luka got careless and didn't manage to dodge in time. Dodging bullets would be hard. Also, Luka wasn't prepared. My ass then, did Luka prepare any esoteric moves? Wait and see is all I can say. Maybe that was the wrong answer. I was trying to just be like, I didn't want to like badmouth Boothill or say that he was doing something wrong. So I think it was just best to be like, you know, Luka's going to get better next time type of thing. Thank you, Coach Stella, for your answer. Many spectators are concerned if Luka will participate in the repage. Can you give us a little insight on this? That depends on Luka's condition. We are already busy with prep. Yeah, let's just say we're prepping. Of course, what was lost in the ring can only be regained by re-entering it. Please look forward to our performance in the repage. I wish Luka a successful resurrection then. Alright, that's it for your questions. Why only the named characters? Guess why, Jonathan. Okay, guess why. He's still happy though. I shouldn't be bad-mouthing him. He's like, yeah, that's a great press conference. Thank you, Coach Cell, for your insightful answers. Today's Q&A ends here. Media personnel, please leave the area in an orderly and civil fashion. Now the routine interview is over. It's time to get down to business. Sometime later, near the Sky Splitter newsstand, like, are they saying he lost because of the hallucinations he was happening? That might be it too. The latest edition of the Lawfu Sports Illustrated is out. Let's see what the exciting news we have in store. Check the Lawfu Sports Illustrated. Strongarm loses to Silvergun. Luka's path to the War Dance meets first defeat. After the match began, the two contestants spent a long time confronting each other. After that was over, contestant Luka roared and charged at his opponent. Contestant Bootill swiftly took out his weapon and fired 6 shots in rapid succession, instantly falling contestant Luka. Bootill not only won, but also set a record for the fastest knockout. Wait, so in story, Luka hallucinated for a while, didn't even do much, moved closer to him and got shot 6 times. That's it. What? Legitimately, that's what happened. He walked towards Boothill and just got shot. But he hallucinated for the first, because they were like, snap out of it, Luka, snap out of it. That's so interesting. Oh, Luka. And this is Hook's writing. Breaking news. The judges have declared Bootill's weapon compliant with the rules and the match result stands. This made a lot of people really mad on the internet and they're saying mean things about the judges. Understandably, fans are upset as the War Dance competition is turning into a show of high-tech gadgets instead of fighting skill. I can understand this, by the way. I can understand this. I think it's like I always come from the Tekken world where like I'm like Yoshimitsu uses a sword and some people are doing, you know, Taekwondo. You know, like it's like I always come from that world, so I always like it makes it interesting. But like, I think I get what people would be angry about. Like, the idea of, like, a gun versus someone using fists is not a fair fight. But I think you have to understand that, like, in this world, anyone in this world is going to have to learn how to fight somebody else, right? And, for example, Cell uses a baseball bat. Does that mean that she should stay away from fighting any person that has, like, a different weapon or a gun? You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's totally fair, but I'm saying that, like, because I guess it's different from, like, real-life fighting. It's a tournament, you know? I guess I'll defer that to you guys, what you guys think. I just come from the Tekken space. International Peace Corporation issues a stern protest again amid ongoing turmoil. Although the match between Luka and Bootill has concluded, its repercussions are still unfolding. International Peace Corporation has lodged a formal protest with the Xanjo Alliance demanding a disqualification of Bootill. Oh, shush. However, the Xanjo Alliance has rejected this request, saying that Bootill met all the competition's requirements. Yeah, that's one, like, even if, like, I think it's, like, maybe not the best thing to have a gun against the fist, if it sticks it to the IPC a little bit, you know what I mean? Use 2 guns. That's what I say. So, Luka lost this fight. I wouldn't have known if I didn't read the paper. The ripple effect of this tournament is much larger than expected. This is bad. Bootill just completely shattered Luka's confidence. Such an interesting choice of doing this. Again, at first I thought I made a mistake. And maybe it is a thing where, like, I did make a mistake. And it actually was one of those situations where, like, girl, stop with the hand. I'm going. 2 seconds. Maybe it is like a thing with, I did, make a mistake. Maybe it is like something that's not a scripted loss. Maybe I didn't meet any requirements. But I think it is a scripted loss. And on that note, it's such an interesting idea to have, because nobody would have complained if Luka just won every fight, right? Because they still could tell an amazing story like that. But I think it's also like a much more interesting story of Luka losing one fight and Luka losing a bit of confidence. Again, I don't want him to lose confidence, but I'm talking about story-wise. Like, Bootill's like a world-traveled Galaxy Ranger. And the reason I'm like, hey, I thought we were going to win against them for sure, just because it was one of those things that usually in tournaments and games, I guess you usually just win your fights and stuff like this too. But of course, Honkai Star Rail loves doing really interesting character stuff. Luka losing to Boothill is going to be a knock to his confidence, but hopefully that will mean he can climb his way back up to getting more confidence. Also, losing to Boothill, I wouldn't feel too bad about it, because again, Boothill is not a train, he's a Galaxy Ranger. He's a traveled Galaxy Ranger. He is tough as nails, you know? Very interesting choice to have Luka lose here. Because now, again, as I said, we get another branch for his story, where instead of just having Luka beat Boothill, it actually is like a story of someone fighting back to maybe gain that confidence. Maybe we're going to figure out what's happening with those hallucinations. There's so much stuff that goes into it that makes it like a little bit more interesting than it could be, you know? Now we just have to place our hopes in the repechage and pray everything goes well. It looks like the spectators enjoyed this match. Luka's popularity is on the rise again. Okay. You have to get it together, Luka. Do it for everyone supporting us. Yeah, unlike...
Luka's condition is worrying.
Oh.
Let's go see him at the lounge.
So this is the chapter 2 of this story as well. So this is a scripted thing. Yeah, 100% an interesting way of doing this. Because again, I thought he was going to win. Because I thought that's just, okay, that's how you do tournament arcs. It's like, okay, he's going to win a few fights and he's going to get to the final and he's going to gain some confidence as he goes on. But in this case, like, he faced the idea of, like, this hallucination about death and losing. And that made him, like, hesitate. And he lost the battle within a few seconds. One of the fastest losses in the War Dance history, they said. Again, it's... Would I have loved Luka to win every single fight? 110%. Would I have loved Luka to be happy and win every fight? 110%. But we also have a story now as well with Luka of clawing his way back up, of fighting his way back up. You know? Of maybe also trying to figure out what's happening with those hallucinations. Because even though he had the scurf thing, the little creature, he imagined a memory mean zone death that made him afraid to even move. If I go over there, I will die, is basically what that he was hearing and said. If I go over to Bootill, I would die. And since he hesitated, everyone's trying to ask him to snap out of it. He ended up losing. It's such an interesting story. And again, putting a pin in it, summarizing, 100%. I would have loved to if he won every single battle. It was still gonna be a very interesting story where they were leading with this, right? With the overarching story with the hallucinations and Luka just fighting for Balebog. But now it's a scratching and clawing to fight back into the tournament as well. So interesting. Luka, oh my god, Luka.
That Boothill really went way overboard. If it weren't for Luka's iron arm, Luka would have been...
Oh.
He's way out of my league. I swear, getting near him, I felt like I was staring death in the face.
That's what he saw. Yeah, we were kind of thinking that. We were definitely thinking that. That it was like him staring death in the face, right?
Luka...
He was genuinely trying to convince you to drop out of the competition. He really went overboard this time. Well, let's ask how he is. Let's ask how... I know he's not doing good, but like we could at least be like, look... you know... concern for him first, you know?
I don't think that's what we should be worrying about right now.
I think we should. I think... because I wanted to make sure he's okay, Carmela.
Clara prepared a couple of spare boxing gloves. But... what's the use? Just get shot up one by one by Bootill anyway.
So Clara was like prepping stuff with Savarog before they left?
I'm such a country bumpkin.
No.
I shouldn't have come here in the first place. I'm way out of my league.
This is honestly legitimately such a interesting way of writing this story, because already he was nervous about coming to the Xian show. Already he felt like he was like a what's the phrase? A little fish in a big pond, you know what I mean? He's like he's out, you know, because back in the Xian show, he was like a whale in a teardrop. You know what I mean? He was such an important fighter. Maybe not a whale in a teardrop, but a big fish in a little pond. I would say that, you know. But now he's a little fish in a little fish in a big pond. I should say a big fish in a small pond. A little, yeah, you know what I mean. He already felt like he was a bit out of place. And now losing this battle is making him feel like he should never have showed up here, which we know isn't true. Losing to Bootill is not a bad thing. It's the same thing with Yanqing losing to Blade. It's Blade. You know, it's Bootill.
Don't give up. Do you remember? The War Dance has a popularity revival mechanic. Now the entire cosmos loves you. They'll definitely revive you.
They're all falling in love with Luka like we did.
Popularity revival? Maybe they all just want to.
Oh my god, his anxiety's getting the better of him.
They just want to see me get beat up again and escape with my tail between my legs.
No, they don't think that. Again, his anxiety's telling him this. His fear of death was telling him this, right? His fear of like the past was also what's coming up at Topaz as well. There's all these fears that are going round and round in his head. This is such like 100% a mental health issue where now he's like, you know, probably his heart's probably pounding like crazy. He's already so nervous, he's so anxiety filled that his mind is now telling him like the worst case scenario of why a good thing would happen. You know, someone's buying me a present for my birthday. The present's probably just gonna have freaking like bugs in it. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's gonna be. It's like it's convincing yourself of like the most horrible outcome.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gepard.
No.
I'm just a useless piece of
You're
nothing.
not useless at all.
But
Sorry, I want to be alone for a while.
Luka. You're far from useless. Far from useless. I want to check out the board here for a second. I wonder if it's... We definitely didn't... Finish intermission mission? Oh, we have to... Yeah, I don't know how we're going to be doing that, but like, maybe you guys let me know as well. It's so upsetting, right? We still got something for those matches though, so I wonder if like... I think it is like a scripted thing. It's so rough to see him like this. And even like, look at him here holding his arm. Again, it's a realistic portrayal of someone who lost in a fight, right? It's a realistic portrayal of someone who like has the world on their shoulders as they're going into a fight. They have and again, it is all that pressure. It's Gepard, and they didn't intend for this, by the way. It's Gepard. It's Bronya. It's all a Balebog. It's coming here with you know, characters that look up to him like Hook and you know, Lynx, and having us in his corner as well. All this stuff is leading to this idea of I don't want to let these people down, and I have let these people down, and that could never happen, Luka. Please, ever. Wait. Haha? Study busy? I always have time for you. Yeah, for sure. Great. I saw on the news that you're coach of the Balebog team. I was sure you'd be busy. I can't believe you're free. Haha. Mr. Taylor wants to ask, why do you suddenly have time in your hands? Luka was eliminated. Oh, even saying this hurts. Luka's eliminated. I have all the time in my hands all of a sudden. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, we'll say this. We'll say this. It's the best way to go about it. 100%. Mr. Taylor's making a fuss about wanting to see you. I'd like to see Mr. Taylor. Mr. Taylor said that he wasn't making a fuss, but he was. Hey, don't say that. You know, that type of friendship, you know. You know, George wants to see you real bad. You know, don't say that. Where do we meet? Let's meet at the Sky Splitter. We'll be there soon.
Huahua and Tail seem to be on the Sky Splitter too. Let's look for them.
This is so awesome. We're going to be Huahua as well. Yeah, I wonder what part of the story Huahua is going to be here for this part of it anyway, but like I'm actually like very upset for Luka. But again, I think writing wise it's really good what they're doing. It's really good in terms of like character writing. I know it sounds like I'm saying like, hey, I would have accepted like, you know, I would have accepted just like him winning every battle, you know, because like I don't care. That's still not bad writing, you know what I mean? Luka coming here and like fighting his way through a tournament is still him fighting an uphill battle, but they really want him to like really claw and scratch and actually have like a very like a darker time before he has a brighter time. Should always have faith in Honkai Star Rail to do an interesting story point here. Man, these places are so cool. Leader of the freestyle fighting? That's a baby. Why are there so many babies in this tournament? Yanqing, this baby. I saw another baby earlier. Put a ban on guns and babies in the tournament. I was gonna say she's right here. Man, these posters are really cool though, aren't they? Man, should we have just like... What? I guess we should just fast travel there. They're like, go around here. Wait, no, she's right here. Is she? Can I just fast travel over here? This is hilarious to me. Wait. Did I go around in circles or something? What happened here?
Hello, Miss
Oh,
Davis.
okay.
It's been a hectic few days recently.
It's so
in
good
the
to see you.
Shackling Prison. I had a hard time trying to leave. I'm very happy to be seeing you again.
That's all. No, I'm very happy to see you too. It's great seeing all these characters once again. You looking for me, Mr. Tail, or should we ask if they're participating in the war dance? I'd love to have a chat with them, honestly.
Obviously. I saw in the news that you're a coach now. You've got your hands in all kinds of pies, haven't you?
We're doing a lot of stuff.
I was thinking you could train Wah-Wah properly and have her attend the war dance to fight against a few others.
Oh, really?
Isn't this much more effective at training one's bravery than watching horror flicks?
Wait, you're making her watch horror flicks?
Huh? That's what you were thinking about?
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Wait, so is he say? So does he like sit her down and be like, "All right, time to watch Halloween"?
One punch and I probably won't stop crying for ages.
Oh no!
Please don't do this to me.
We won't let it happen. No, don't do that. We'll protect her forever.
So that kid you're training, Luka or whatever his name is, he got beat anyway. Isn't this the perfect opportunity to throw Wah-Wah into the mix?
Oh my God, Tail is like one of those like helicopter parents. Tail is like, hey, I know the other kid didn't work out, you know? Tail is like one of those helicopter parents. Hey, I know Luka didn't work out, but my daughter, she'd be perfect for this play.
Oh, right. Is Mr. Luka doing all right? The news said he couldn't even stand.
Yeah, he was very rough. It was a very rough situation, honestly.
Since Mr. Luka is really popular, he'll definitely clear the popularity revival vote in return. Please cheer him on.
100%. I do think so. I do think you will.
What cheering? You're just trying to change the subject, you timid brat.
Hey.
You don't want to fight at the war dance, do you?
If she doesn't want to fight, she doesn't have to fight. Heave alongside, decided not to participate in the... Oh yeah, he did. He said he was... Oh yeah, he did. He was kind of like a little bit down. He's like, I shouldn't even come here. Yeah.
Why?
But I think he will. I think we will get to convince him, right? But it's just obviously that journey to get there is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult.
He got beat senseless?
The hallucinations. Oh, maybe
Hallucinations? Just excuses, I bet. He's bowing out just because he got thrashed.
Luka's not the type to make excuses. I think he generally just has all these hallucinations, this anxiety. I was thinking, I wonder if like Tail and Wawa could be like people that could help him with these hallucinations, you know?
Extra! Brat even more cowardly than Wawa discovered.
Okay.
Read all about it.
Tail, I know you love Wawa a lot, right? But let's not insult Wawa or Luka.
Don't say that, Mr. Tail. It's probably really emotionally damaging to realize how huge the skill gap is between you and your opponent.
110%. And especially, again, as you said, he was a whale in a teardrop. He's now a little fish in a big pond. That's just what it is, you know?
Is that the reason you don't want to fight? If that kid wants to forfeit the match, Coach, why don't you give Wawa some proper training and forget about this mess?
Actually, hallucinations. There's a way to deal with them, as long as there's someone who's superb at dealing with matters of the heart, and a kind-hearted heliobus willing to help out.
Okay, so we have some solutions. Wow, Wig, did you hitting to join her in her guilt tripping? Oh my God. Yeah, sad that it's hard to find such compassionate heliobi these days. Where would we even find such a heliobus? No, we're not gonna say that. We'll say this instead.
Huh? What are you not looking at me for? Stop looking at me like that. Do I look like a psychiatrist to you?
Maybe.
You people. I bet you think I'm super useful, don't you? I'm charging a fee next time.
But look, he's accepting anyway because we know he has a heart of gold.
Thank you, Mr. Tail.
Thank you, Mr. Tail. And again, we know we can't say no to Wawa as well. He actually adores that gal.
You're lucky I'm a big softy on the inside.
Yeah, we know. We know you're a big softy.
Where's Luka now? Take me to him.
Love this. Absolutely love this, honestly. But yeah, like that's interesting. The first we tried like medicine with Lingsha and psychological stuff with Lingsha, and now we're going to try maybe like spiritual stuff, like the stuff with like Heliobi and stuff like that as well, which again does make sense. It does make sense.
You're back. Who are these two?
You're gonna love these guys. They're Luka's fans.
Oh, Luka's fans. Luka, your fans are here to see you.
Oh.
Hang on. What's this? It's a ghost. To think Luka has fans from realms that transcend mortality.
Good thing I'm already used to such reactions.
It's really funny that she's like, oh my god, he's so popular that look like he has a ghost as a fan.
Hello, Luka. I'm Haha, and this here is Mr. Tail. We're your fans.
Oh, even Haha going along with it as well, you know?
Oh, my fans. Sorry to have disappointed you.
Oh, Luka, but the way Haha is as well, by the way, like, it's not even that she's lying or, like, going along with it. Like, she genuinely is, like, you know, such a good person that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, you know, yeah, I am a fan of him because I saw him, like, fighting. I heard about him fighting. He's pretty great, you know?
Luka's really down in the dumps now, and he can't lift his spirits up for anything. I ordered a couple pounds of grilled meat for him so he might have a feast to cheer him up, but he just sat there all moody and devoured the lot.
Oh, sad eating of food. Like, you ate it all. At least his appetite hasn't changed. I mean, yeah, that's good. That's very good. But, like, I just imagine him, like, you know, moping and, you know, devouring this food. You know what I mean? Like, just head down at the table.
No matter how bad my mood is,
his sad eyes.
Quality protein is never to blame.
He's killing me. He's really killing me.
Actually, Mr. Luka, we're healers invited by Miss Nameless to help you with your depressive emotions and hallucinations.
If someone said my depressive emotions like that, I would feel like maybe I didn't have depressive emotions. You know, your depressive emotions. I'd be like, okay, yeah.
There is no we. I'm the only one here who's powerful enough to perform such a difficult task.
Everyone, I've already withdrawn from the tournament. Please stop wasting your time and money on someone as useless as me.
It's killing me. He's absolutely killing me. And again, it's not bad writing. It's like, it is, because, you know, you could say like it happened very fast, but I think it is like it's a combination of, again, of already being in a new place, having pressure on your shoulders for people like supporting you, losing a battle like so quickly, winning your first big battle against Topaz, and like even through your hallucinations, already having doubts about yourself being here. Like, it sent him very quickly into a very sudden breakdown. That, to me, perfectly makes sense that someone would get to this space, you know? It just hurts to see him like this, you know? It really hurts.
I can't take it! The depression he's radiating is making even me uncomfortable. Ugh. Hurry up and let me at it.
So is he actually going to try and help him with something here? I'm counting on you, Mr. Tail. Yeah, look, I trust Tail and Huapa. I really do. If it is something that is, like, magical, they would find out.
I'm really gonna start charging money next time.
This... Mr. Tail? What are you doing so close to me? Cold. I was shivering for a second there.
If we're to help the kid find his confidence again, we'll have to strike at the root of the problem and remove it completely.
Wait, so we're actually doing like a kind of like the same way that we did with the mechanic before with Tail?
So annoying. Let's just make it quick.
Like traveling through these areas, like the representation of like their inner thoughts as well. We saw this with Wapa before as well, right? So fun. I mean, it's I say fun, but like, you know, I'm talking about mechanically, because like, you know, just like it was with Wawa, it's gonna be hard to watch as well. We know it will be. Wait, no. No.
RG, you're here to watch me fight again?
Oh, the excitement in his voice as well.
Yeah, you're just too strong. I was so scared when those three big guys came out, but you managed to beat them all.
So I think this is the kid that I could be wrong, but I think it is the kid who I mean, again, I could be remembering wrong, but I think it is the kid who died in the that he wrote the notebook for as well. Like, that was really inspired by Luka as well. This is depressing, man.
I really hope I can grow up to be strong like Luka one day.
I'm thinking that Luka, this moment, by the way, with Margie and Luka was the first thing to make me cry in HSR, I think. Or maybe not the first thing, but the first thing to make me, like, bawl.
Of course you will. You just have to eat well, sleep well, train well, and you'll be even stronger than I am. When that happens, you'll be able to KO me in just a few punches, and then yell triumphantly in the ring. The Multamerville warrior, the peerless Boulder champion, defeater of evil throughout the world.
You know what's so sad about this too is that, like, hearing this Luka is like a completely different, like, you know, Luka, because obviously, as you said, like, he was the guy that everyone, like, that all these kids looked up to in Boulder Town. He was the man who everyone, like, you know, saw as like this great fighter. And it's so interesting to hear like him like this, which is just the Luka we remember, you know, versus now the Luka is like so like anxiety riddled and so upset and so depressed, you know. And again, it's not like I'm gonna be like, I don't want him to ever, like, you know, not be open about how he's feeling. I want him to be, but it's obviously still gonna be hard to watch.
Not that, Luka. That's the line when you defeat the baddies.
Oh, get it right, Luka.
It's getting late. You should be getting home. The early bird gets the worm. That's how you grow up big and strong.
Oh, yeah.
Luka? I might not be able to watch your next match.
I think the game should just stop. I think this is so mean, what they're doing. I genuinely do, because she came up with his catchphrase and all for all of his fights, too.
That's all right. Even if you're busy, I know you've always got my back. Just remember to come by for the match after that. I'm facing off against the decapitating singer Qingque, and you can't miss it.
Luka, I don't think I can make it for that either. For a long time after this, I might not be able to come.
She knows something's wrong. She definitely knows something's wrong.
What happened?
I really hope I can grow up to be strong like Luka one day.
Oh
Margie?
my... What?
Margie,
this game is so cruel. Oh no, sorry. This game is so cruel sometimes.
Margie, where did you go? I still haven't seen you grow up big and strong.
And you see how this affected him so greatly, right? Again, it's one of those things where, like, I want to make clear with Luka, he was always, like, putting on, like, the idea of, like, how, like, again, like, he was always so strong for these kids and strong for all these people out there. And the whole point of the book with Margie wasn't to showcase that, like, you know, he's so tough that he'd even, like, you know, that he's able to get past this stuff and, like, be supportive for these people. Obviously, this would affect him so greatly, right? Even with all his confidence, of course this is going to affect you, you know? It's just that he doesn't show this stuff because he doesn't want those people to think that way about him.
Luka, who is that little girl?
Her name's Margie. Thea of mine. She always came to watch all my matches. We got to know each other later and started chatting, but in the end, I still didn't really understand her situation. It wasn't until much later that I learned she had a serious illness and was battling for her life against it. The underworld is impoverished, and the doctors tried their best, but they couldn't cure her.
And that's what's so awful about that stuff as well. And I do think that's why the hallucination with Topaz means a lot as well. And again, from my interpretation with the stuff with Qingque as well, like, he had to just watch idly by, and everyone had to watch idly by as they could not find a way to cure this gal. And he even said here, the underworld is impoverished. This is what happens when there is a separation of the overworld and the underworld, when there's a subjugation of the people in one place who don't have as much resources, don't have as much health care. This is why I will never, ever, ever agree with the idea of honoring Qingque the way they do. Because I know they do it so they don't cause unrest and they don't cause, like, problems. 100%, I get that 100%, but I still, like, can never even, like, fake do that. the subjugation and the separation of the underworld leads to stuff like this. And that's why I think the battle with Qingque is so important in this, because not only like did we have the battle with Boothill's hallucination, that was like a fear of death and a fear of losing someone, right? And that could be the idea of fear of what happened to Margie as well, that fear of death. I also think the hallucination with Qingque is like a fear of ever going back to that place, to a place where they didn't have as much resources, couldn't help people like this. It's so freaking horrible. That's why, again, I can never, ever, 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 ever fault Luka for ever getting angry at anybody who would suggest the idea that the people of the underworld are not free, because they had years of suffering under this.
My condolences.
It's so hard. It's so freaking difficult. And this must have been weighing on his mind the whole time. And of course it was. But a lot of it's like Luka brave face. Luka has to be that hero for these kids.
You may not be familiar with the place of my birth. When I was still a child, everyone led hard.
Yeah.
Lives, teetering on the brink of death at all times.
If you don't have the proper medication, the proper health care, the proper scientific advances, proper food, proper resources, like illnesses that wouldn't kill you in the overworld could kill you in the underworld, if you get what I'm saying. And again, Natasha tried her best, and she's an amazing doctor, but like, it's the same thing as like if let's say you ask a baker to bake bread and he doesn't have an oven. You know what I mean? It's like, what do you do? You can only do so much. You ask a baker to make some icing, but they don't have the ingredients for it. Like, what can they do? Yes, they're talented. Yes, they're amazing, but there's only so much they can actually do.
Some died to monsters, others to bandits.
There's the fear of death.
I've seen so much death. Back then, I thought we were just too weak. If I could get just a little stronger, even just a little, we could vanquish our foes and keep on living.
I think that fear of death is legitimately like, if I die, then I let everyone down. If I die, then I won't be able to get stronger. If I die, then I won't be able to like help everyone keep on living. He watched people die around him, monsters, bandits, health, all this stuff, and he felt that he probably had to keep on living to be the one person that maybe could move forward and help all these people.
I did get stronger later on, and became the boxing champion who trounced the entire underworld. At the time, I believed that as long as I swung my fists, no one could defeat me.
Right.
I could be a role model for all the kids in the underworld.
Yeah, we saw this as well with the what we thought how he felt as well. He was the big guy down there. He was the guy that everyone looked up to, which is a lot of pressure as well.
I could tell them that no matter how scary the opponent was, as long as we kept on fighting, we would win out. We would definitely win.
Did you see him like trying to build up the confidence again in himself that he's been doing this his whole life? Because again, I do believe that Luka is a confident person, right? But I think that like one thing that like maybe I should have expressed and we should express is clearly that like, putting this type of pressure on yourself only leads to, that pressure breaking something in the end. Because if you hold the whole world on your shoulders, it's going to weigh you down. Yes, for a while you can hold it up there, but it's going to keep weighing you down. He felt like for all the kids and all the younger ones that he could be the one who could, prop them up. And now, he's once again representing Belobog in a way, too, being the hope and the inspiration for all the people in the underworld and for Belobog. And he's up against opponents that are genuinely terrifying.
But I wanted to tell Margie that news about my victory. Her father told me she was gone.
This would just like be so hard. Like there's not any other way to put it other than this would just be absolutely horrific. Fighting so long, having the support of so many people and being an inspiration to people and wanting to live just so you can make life better for people and knowing that that one person that you were trying to make their life better was, died. The person that looked up to you died. The person that you gave inspiration to died. That even with all the stuff that you've done, even with all the fighting, even with becoming the best fighter in all of Belobog, it still didn't help this girl in the end, unfortunately. And it's not his fault.
She was battling the demons of her sickness with that frail, tiny body.
Man,
She was always battling. She must win the next round.
That's the thing as well. He symbolizes the idea of or equates the idea of him winning the next round as a way to like prove to her that she can win the next round.
In the end, I finally understood that there are always unwinnable battles in life. Some fights, no matter how much you need to win, you still lose.
Oh my god, the voice actor's killing me here. And I think there's something I have to correct myself on then, because I said that it's a great contrast having Luka being so confident in Belobog and then transitioning to here where he's very nervous. And I feel like I still stand by there is a contrast there, but I think it's one of those things that like the lack of confidence and the anxiety was always there, but it just wasn't coming out because again, he was that whale in a teardrop. He was that person that fished in the pond that like was so important and could move forward and give inspiration to people. But all this time he's been fighting with that idea in his head of the idea that he thinks that in some cases we're made to lose some battles, which is really the opposite of what we always saw Luka as, right? But of course he kept up that brave face for those kids as well. Like this line here is heartbreaking.
Just like I faced off against Mr. Boothill. I lied to those kids. And to myself. I can't face them.
Man, and he's seeing the inspiration he gave to those kids as a lie rather than him trying to give them inspiration. This is so freaking rough, man. He's avoiding the problem. Let's catch up and see how it goes. This is... Oh, sorry.
Catch up and see how it goes.
This is very tough to watch. And imagine how tough it is to watch how tough it is for... Oh my god, there's Bootill with the gun in the face as well. Yeah, like... This whole time he's been battling this, like... And we knew, like, he had a heart of gold. We knew he always was an inspiration to the kids in Belobog and in the underworld. But, like, he never expressed this type of emotion back then with us. Obviously, because we only saw him for a short time and we were only with him for a short time. But I'm willing to bet even Sela doesn't even know about this. He felt that if he could keep winning fights, he could inspire people to keep fighting for themselves as well and to keep fighting. But the death of Margie made him believe that there are fights out there that you're just not going to win. Which is rough to even hear about for me because, again, it is like not what we expect Luka's character to say or how to feel. And as Tails said, he's avoiding the actual issue now. So if he can move away from it, he can just, wallow. And again, I want to make it clear, everyone deserves a wallow sometimes. Everyone deserves to be like, to accept, to deal with their sadness. And when I say like everyone deserves a wallow, I'm not saying I want him to wallow, but I'm saying like everyone like deserves to be upset and is allowed to be upset sometimes. But in this case, it's one of those situations where we want to help him because his blaming of himself for quote unquote lying to these kids now has affected so many aspects of his life that he now even looks at a battle with like Boothill as a representation of what he sees as lies that he told to these kids and himself, that you can win every single battle. So losing to Boothill, first of all, being nervous to fight Boothill was a fear of death, was the fear of losing, was the fear of the idea of like, this is the battle I fail at. This is everyone loses a battle, and he had that in the back of his mind. And then when he lost to Boothill, it was a reaffirmation for himself. I don't deserve to be here. People put their faith in me, Bronya and Japar. And again, there is like a parallel there. Bronya and Japar put faith in Luka, which was founded. They should have put faith in him. But he also sees that as another thing where it's like, well, so did those kids. And once again, I lost. I told Marjorie she could win the fight, and she lost, quote unquote lost. When I don't want to make it seem like, she lost the fight. The poor kid freaking died. But it's about the parallels and the symbolism of that as well. That he honestly sees losing a losing that battle with her health as a part of... it's not that he blames himself for that, but he sees it as he gave her false hope, right? And he lied to her and lied to himself. When in reality, he probably made her like the happiest she could ever be. I'm gonna be sad now. He probably made her the happiest she could ever be in her final days. You know, she was gonna die, and I know it's a horrible thing to say because of the way the underworld is done and because of the infrastructure. They don't have all the resources. They don't have all the ways to cure people. She was going to die, but he was able to make those final days like something that was amazing for her. She had something to look forward to, someone to look to, someone to support her, a hero. But he doesn't see it that way. He sees it as him lying to this gal. So horrible to think about. So horrible. Cheering up a little bit, guys.
Dadgum Wubbaboo! Others might play games with you, but I ain't playing. I'm putting my life on the line here. But if you don't even have the guts to do the same, then what are you here for?
So asking about guts.
Come on. Look down the barrel of my gun. Walk over here and take a swing at me.
It's almost like the idea of facing your fear but still moving forward as well, right?
Luka, come on. Get over here and take a swing at me. You got the guts?
It's so interesting seeing Luka like this, but again, I do think the gun and the barrel of a gun is like has always been a symbolic thing of like looking at the barrel of a gun is heading straight into danger, right? That's always been a symbol of danger, and I don't think it's any different here.
Speak up.
You know, of facing your fears, of facing that death.
Bring it on, Boothill. I'll make you eat your own words.
Screw up a boo. You've got some guts. Bullets don't have eyes.
Bullets don't have eyes is an interesting phrase.
Don't blame me for being ruthless.
I keep hitting the mic, guys. Sorry about that. I wonder if bullet don't have eyes is you can't reason with a bullet. You can't, you know, get to know a bullet. The bullet doesn't discriminate. You know, the bullet is just a bullet. There's the 6 shots. And it's the losing so fast that got him as well. And here's the thing, I'm not going to blame Boothill because Boothill is going to win a battle whatever way he can as well, you know?
I thought your defeat was graceful. Not everyone has the guts to charge at a loaded gun and land a punch.
What else could I do? Turn around and leave? Accept defeat? How is that any different than taking a desperate stand? No matter what I chose, my life wasn't in my own hands.
And I wonder if, like, if Buddha's trying to say... I wonder if there's an element of Buddha when he's trying to say, like, stare down, you know, like, bullets don't have eyes. If he's, like, goading him into doing this and then, like, kind of saying, you don't throw your life away, you know? Turn and leave, accept death. So no matter what, so he's saying that if I turned around and left, if I then went up and faced the gun, no matter what, I lost. Even though there was other ways to probably win that battle, but he only sees the 2 options as run or face it head on, right?
Don't you get it? If he wanted me dead, I wouldn't have had the chance to even muster an ounce of resistance.
He's angry at himself.
In short, it was Mr. Boothill who spared my life.
Whoa, he sees literally Boothill as like saving his life, or sparing his life there, not just winning a fight. Because he's talking about the capabilities of the person he was fighting. If he wanted to, he could end my life. He had my life in his hands.
I hate this feeling. It makes me feel powerless. Like my life is within the palm of their hand. Like all my efforts to fight back seem like a...
Oh...
like a joke.
Luka... He fought for so long. He fought to be an inspiration to others. He fought to have the choice to live for everybody as well. And now, even in the end, he feels like his life it belongs to someone else. His life is the way he lives is chosen by someone else.
That girl Margie, when she confronted the demons of her sickness, she must have felt this way too. No?
I think Margie had you. I think Margie genuinely had you. It obviously was terrifying for that gal, but I think she had you. That was the difference.
You idiot. Is there anything in this world that isn't in the palm of the universe?
Interesting.
Even our Heliobi ancestors were trapped in the furnace. Even the eons must walk the path. Freedom? Is freedom really that important?
Tail bringing up a point here where it's like, in some way, our life is in the hands of the eons as well, you know. And in some way, everyone has their life in something's hands. Everything's decided for somebody, you know. Everyone has a path in some ways, even the eons.
You don't get it, Mr. Tail. I just don't want to lose.
He ties winning to his self-worth. He ties it to his self-worth. That's why he's been able to contain himself and not show this side of himself so much, because he wins all the time in Balebog. He constantly wins. The lack of confidence in himself started with his loss to Japard.
Forget it. We're almost in the depths of his inner world. The nightmare causing his loss of faith should be hiding there.
Yeah, this is... Oh, God. This is very difficult to watch, but I think it's needed. I think we need to watch this. I think we need to be in front of this. Because, again, I do think the big crux is as Luka ties the faith that people have in him to how good he is at fighting. The faith that people have in him is how, if he wins every single battle. He also sees, like, and I think, again, that satiated him. I think it is the thing that kept him, like, sane. You know, not losing those fights. But when he does lose these battles, he has to come face to face with the idea that, like, well, Margie lost her quote-unquote battle. You know, other people constantly lost in the underworld, technically, and he sees it as a battle. He sees it as something that, like, how the, you know, it is a kind of a situation where, like, he sees it as, like, the world is out of our control. But that is technically true for a lot of people. Now, I want to say, too, like, you know, his situation is way different from other people's situation. The underworld did not have a choice in the majority of things that happened to them. 100, well, no, I would say 99.999% of things that happened, because I don't want to, like, excuse people within the underworld doing horrible stuff either. But they did not have a choice in the stuff that happened to them. But again, he sees himself as, he puts so much of, like, the future of a lot of people's lives on his own shoulders. So here we see once again the idea that, like, he realized that, not realized because it's not true, but in his mind, his loss to Boothill is not only just a loss where he now feels like he's not worth that, like, or worth the pressure that he was put on himself, but also at the same time too, just like it has happened in the underworld, his life and people's lives, just like Margie's life, just like everyone's lives, was put in somebody else's hand, and he feels like his life was put in Bootill's hand. All the training, all the hard work, and still someone else could decide if he lived or died in that situation. It's almost like he fought.
Run, you fool! You can't win! You'll die!
That's what he felt in that moment, right? And we know this isn't true. We know it's not true, by the way. Like, it's a fear of death. Of course it is. Yeah, he was fighting to have the choice if he lived or died. But in his mind now, he doesn't have that choice.
Run! Run! Run, you fool! You can't win! You'll die!
Are we going to have to see him defeat these guys now as well?
Run away! Quickly! Flee! You can't win! Run back to Belobog. The skill gap is too much. You'll die.
And there's a skill gap once again. The skill gap and equating a skill gap with death as well, you know?
You're still thinking of bringing glory back home to have your name insulted? Dream on! You absolutely can't win! Run! Are you not afraid of death?
Begging, the demon inside him begging him to run. Telling him his dreams will not come true. You can't win.
You pieces of trash! Stop spewing nonsense here.
Oh my god, Tail!
Scram.
It is one thing Tail understands its doubts that people have, especially with Wawa, you know, Wawa.
You don't belong here. You should not be here. You are invaders.
So again, it's the idea of Luke's demon's inside. Lucas' demon's inside and wants him to wallow.
Invaders must be purged.
You're kidding. You're trying to get rid of me? Oh, this is outrageous.
Again, we're fighting. Okay, it is the idea of, like,
Fight changes with changelessness.
It's our first time using this team, by the way, so far. But to me, it is the idea of, like, Lucas Demon, I think, is trying to push people away because the easiest way to, like, you know, wallow And to kind of like, you know, have your anxiety without affecting other people is to kind of be like, you know, I want to push people away, but it seems a lot worse than, you know, and if Luka's alone, then his demons win. You know, they truly do win.
Like a shadow.
I could take 10 of you.
Oh, I should have pressed support. That's my bad. But we can go again. I don't know how to use this team fully yet, but we'll try our best. Well, we can't put support thing on Moze? That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's super interesting.
Here you go, Master.
Is it because he's already moving or something, or? I did not know that whatsoever. Wait, he's not here? Oh, wait, what? What's happening?
For this.
What's happening? Where is he? What is happening? What's happening? Is he like in secret or something?
Darkness, charge.
No way! What? Wait, we should have put this on beforehand, by the way, but it's okay. What actually happened here is that he's like a secret assassin. That's so cool, and then like it's like a target we made as well. Let's see his move, by the way. That is such a cool idea.
Time to reap.
That is, he's like, you put a target on someone and he assassinates them.
You cannot hide.
So sick. So sick, guys. That is so sick. So he does have those follow-up attacks, but we couldn't, obviously, like, we had to... Next time we have to use the support, like, right away. So we have to, before we do his move, we have to definitely use the support thing as well. That is so freaking cool. That is so freaking cool. That is legitimately just, like, a fantastic idea.
I could take 10 of you.
Might as well break it. Like, look at that. It's like a target. That's so great.
Bloom.
You're the best.
We can use our moves as well here. No, I think that's so creative. That's such a creative way of having Maze here as well.
What I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return.
Great stuff.
We've entered the storm.
Now he's back into getting supports again. So that's why he'll work so well with March, by the way.
Here you go, Master.
Like, look at this.
Lend me your strength.
But can we do it again?
There's no time to lose.
How do we get those stacks back up, by the way? Is it just like a reloading thing?
Nice
You can have it again. It looks like we won't need it, but yeah, I think that's actually going to be really cool if we can actually do this more often.
Like a shadow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really cool system. Oh, Luka.
I've cleared out that noise messing with your head. You better get it together.
Of course, this kind of like toughness of Tail. You know, he does care, but he always has this like very tough way of talking about it, right?
Noise? Mr. Japard. An officer in Belobog.
Luka!
He said something like that too.
This is incredible. This is incredible.
A person's inner voices make far too much noise.
Wow.
Especially so during safe and quiet moments. Ironically, the voices that truly matter often become audible only in moments of pain, discomfort, and peril.
He's saying that, like, you know, the inner voice that you have when you're like isolated away, like, are too noisy. The ones that matter the most are the ones that help you in your moment of pain and discomfort and peril.
When I was staring down the barrel of Bootill's gun, I realized Mr. Japard was right. My inner heart was at peace. There was only one sound that was yelling nonstop. It got louder and louder till it just overwhelmed everything around me.
This is so, like, again, it's making my heart so anxious, but it's also like so like well written. You know what I mean? It really is bringing back Japard's words as well.
The voice said, "Run away quickly! You'll die if you don't."
He legit was so deep inside of his own head, the noise in his own head.
That was the truest voice in my heart when I stared danger in the face. I guess it means I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
This freaking quest. This freaking quest.
Your inner voice told you to run. So, why did you still charge towards him?
My stomach is like churning with like, anxiety for Luka, a sadness for Luka, but also like again when I heard like him bringing back Gepard's words, like I just like got chills, like my body got chills.
Because there was another weaker voice, so weak that I could barely hear it, but it still managed to reach my ears. It said, "If you run now, you might as well just die here."
Jesus Christ.
So you did well. You charged forth.
So there was a smaller noise in his head that like made him move forward. That picked up his feet off the ground. He was cemented there. He said he was happy in his heart, but there's something that helped him move forward.
But I lost, Mr. Tail. I listened to that very important voice, and I lost terribly.
Maybe Gepard was asking him to actually listen to the voice in his head, to clear out the noise and listen to that one voice in his head. This voice.
Even if I were to be revived, I would still lose.
Oh, that's such a bad way to look at it.
If not today, then tomorrow. No matter how strong I become, I would still eventually.
You know what I mean? It's such a dark way of looking at life, Eventually I'm going to lose, so why try anything? Because you will stop yourself from trying anything if you do things like this, if you think like this. Like, it's the same thing with anything. I won't enter the art competition because I know eventually I'll get like 5th place and I won't win. But then you won't have the experience of trying out for that or trying it. I won't try out for the football team because I know I'm not going to get on the team. Well, you won't because you won't try at all. You don't know if you're going to win this tournament because you won't try and win the tournament. The fear of losing is so real because, again, losing into Luka is a lot more than just losing a fight. It's a lot more. So I understand that aspect 100%. But Luka is such a great fighter and such a determined person that two things. First of all, he could win this tournament. Second of all, when he eventually gets to fight, say, Yanqing in the tournament, and if he loses to Yanqing, you lost to one of the best sword fighters in all of the Yanshou. And that's something that Yanqing had to learn as well, that there is honor in losing. There is a lesson in losing. Take it as a lesson rather than taking it as you're a failure, I know it's a bad example, but it's like video games. You know what I mean? Every time you die, you learn something new,
My sides! You're killing me here! You're a real comedian! Isn't that just common sense?
It is hey, isn't it, this all just makes sense to me.
You humans are very fragile. Heliobiar too, of course, but that's not the point.
Tail.
Is...
This is Tail, by the way. Tail is gonna be Tail's gonna say sound like the meanest character you've ever heard, and he's about to drop some amazing truth on Luka.
Life is a fight in a ring you're bound to lose. Aging, disease, unattainable desires. Each one will knock you out. Death just lands the final blow, making your friends and family cry.
Wow, Tail. Why is this making me emotional? Because it is such an amazing way to put it as well. Life is a losing battle. Eventually we all will lose, We're all gonna lose. And it's such a great analogy, the idea of if we're all gonna die eventually, I know there is people that believe that it's we're all gonna die eventually, so why try? But in Tails' perspective, for me it's such a great analogy to the idea of we're gonna fail in life, we're gonna get diseases, we're gonna get sick, we're gonna die, but that doesn't mean we don't try to live our lives.
If there's nothing but a path of complete and utter defeat to walk, what exactly can be considered winning?
I'm really excited to hear what Tails says about this.
Fool! What's the point of asking someone else this question? Huh?
Tail.
Isn't that something that only you can define?
Great answer, I think, right? A great answer. Because he could have said, finding this or doing that, But the reason why Luka just has seen his life as a loss and seen all this idea as a loss is because he's defined it that way himself. When in reality, if you look at it if you flip it on its head, right? Oh, Margie lost this fight. Again, Margie would not want you saying she lost a fight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get emotional again thinking about this because it's such a sad story. But Margie would not want you saying Margie lost a fight. Just flip it. Instead of saying Margie fought so hard and died in the end, or lost the fight, say Margie had something very unfair happen to her. Something that shouldn't happen to any kid. I'm getting so... But the life that she had, she enjoyed more because she had you. If she just gave up on her life from early on, and even when she found out she had this disease, or when she found out she was sick, if she gave up on life, she never would have found Luka. She never would have met the person that really inspired her. And while her life was so short, she didn't deserve to die. She still got to live parts of her life enjoying them because of Luka. And if Luka decided to give up early on as well, he would never have inspired Margie. If he just saw life as something he shouldn't live, he never would have been that person for Margie to give her that small bit of happiness before she passed on. And I totally get, I'm not trying to, if you're a person right now who's feeling like, the same way, which is like, I'm going to die eventually, I'm going to lose eventually, I'm going to fail eventually. I guarantee you, and I'm saying this to you personally, I'm not someone who can diagnose you, or don't take my advice literally, but you're going to miss out on so many amazing things if you decide that the best things in your life have already gone. You're going to miss out on so much. And I feel like, deciding to just not live because, not live your life because you think you're going to fail anyway. I understand that positioning. Everyone has that position with something, Why even try that, Because I'm going to lose. But I want you to look at Luka, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to be, preach or anything, but look at Luka and see that Luka's literally, if he chose very early on to have this mindset and accept this mindset very early on, Margie dies without any inspiration, without any... Now, she had obviously friends to play with, but Luka was the rock in her life, the thing that she looked up to. And even though Sela gets annoyed by Luka as well, Sela would be upset if Luka just was not himself. We would be upset if Luka was not himself, not because he needs to be this fighter who's always has a switch turned on, but because we love Luka, and people love Luka. People adore Luka. Japar didn't give Luka this honor because he needed him to be perfect. He gave him this honor of going to Xian Show because he knew that he could benefit the most from it, and that he could represent Belobog in the best way.
I don't understand.
You gotta live your life, man. You really do.
You might as well be
take chances.
Organism. Let me ask you a question, and answer it properly. That young fan of yours, Margie, she fought with her illness her
yes,
entire
Tail.
life.
Yes.
And she didn't make it through in the end. Tell me, did she lose?
And it's so harsh to say, but it's the question I asked. Did Margie lose a fight? No. It was out of her control, but she still had a life. She still had a personality, people she loved, people that loved her.
She did? Huh? But she tried her best in everything she did.
Oh my god.
Always putting up a fight against her sickness. One punch after the next. She was the greatest boxer there ever was.
Oh my god.
In my heart, Margie won. And she won in style.
Okay, I'm in tears. It's so funny because I spent the past 20 minutes talking about how I wouldn't want to see Margie as a losing fight, but it's actually pretty amazing that Luka turned it on its head, and instead of going with what I thought you should go with, he went along the same lines in a way, and but in a very different way. And instead of like, because I thought it was maybe like not the best thing to equate the idea of losing a fight to Margie, but in a way he's saying like, you know, she may have died in the end, but if you compare it to a boxer, she's the boxer who fought for her whole life. Calling her the greatest boxer ever. So in a way, like, I'm kind of like, it's really sweet and emotional to hear Luka compare it to what he knows. Rather than just changing his whole worldview, he's adapted it in some way to be like, no, she actually won. In my heart. That's actually amazing. I love when games do that though. I love when they do, because like I thought it was going one way, and so did Tail. You know, the idea of like, don't equate it to like Margie losing a boxing fight, but he's like, no, I will, but she actually won the fight, and just like in a boxing fight, she fought so hard.
See, you fully
That's awesome.
understand, don't you?
That's awesome.
There are rules to victory and defeat in the ring, but with our lives, only we get to dictate the rules.
Yeah. No, I think it's amazing. I think it's so amazing that Luke still equated to something that he knew, you know? But be a Tail expecting one route, and he took it down the other route that, like, you know, of still boxing analogies and still fighting analogies, but it was way less toxic and way more beautiful than I could have expected. I'm so happy when games are able to do that, like turn things you expect on your head,
Luka,
on their head.
The most important thing is to always throw the next punch.
Yes, Tail. Because that's what Margie did. I genuinely love that, like, again, I was like, you can't equate everything to a boxing fight. But now they're showing how you can do it in such a beautifully non-toxic and actually, like, supportive way. It's like one of those feelings where it's good. It's like not wrong, but it's good to, like, I don't know, for HSR to surprise me many, many times over.
Always throw the next punch.
Yes, keep fighting.
Thank you, Mr. Tail.
That's what Margie was doing. Even though Margie had this, oh, look at his little beep. Just because Margie was sick, right, doesn't mean that she wasn't going to try and fight for her life. She was trying to fight. She fought to see you all the time. Oh my god.
Stop it! Ugh. I can't stand people's gratitude. Ugh. Now that you've gotten yourself together, it's time to give it your all in your repechage.
This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. It was more beautiful than I ever even expected. More beautiful. Look at this smile. Way more beautiful than I even expected.
Miss Carmela, Coach, I'm sorry.
Let's go.
I should have given it so
Coming back into the real world after talking with Tail. That's Tail's effect, I'm telling you.
Luka, what's with you?
He's ready to fight. You got it all figured out?
I've decided to participate in the popularity revival repechage and return to the War Games stage.
So freaking cool. No, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
That's great. Luka, you finally come around.
That's fantastic. I was sad seeing you so depressed just now.
It's good that you snapped out of it. Now go do 10 sets of pull-ups to warm up.
Oh, you're such a brutal coach.
But what happened just now? Luka just came to his senses after that green flash of light. This treatment is a little too effective, isn't it?
Maybe it's because I've seen too many bizarre things after arriving on the Luofu, but after witnessing Mr. Tail's capability, I'm actually surprised that I'm not very surprised at all.
Hey, who are you calling a bizarre thing?
Yeah, I think this is giving me chills. This is such an amazing, fantastic arc for Luka. It really is. It's heartbreaking, but it is amazing.
The popularity revival repechage rely on popularity votes? Is Mr. Luka qualified to join the repechage?
Let's see. I found it! Luka, the list! The repechage!
Yes! How could you not be like so amazed by this guy who came from a planet that couldn't even leave their own planet for hundreds of years, and now is fighting tooth and nail in a tournament in a place that he's never been before. Like, it's inspirational instantly. And he has a vest top that has lava prints on it, you know?
Kid, looks like you're gonna be busy. A pity.
Let's go.
I'll have to temporarily shelve my plan to have Wah-Wah get pummeled.
No, never. We're never gonna have her be pummeled.
Mr. Tail!
I've never heard her scold him that hard. Mr. Tail.
I'm out.
She said it like, you know, when a parent says the full name of the kid. You know, Mr. Like, Miss and Tur was his freaking full name. I'll see them off.
Goodbye. Please come see my match again next time.
Luka!
Won't disappoint you after all the help you've given me.
Man, and that's a big deal as well, right? To turn to a little one and be like, show up to the fight, right? After what happened with Margie, it's a big deal. To ask someone to show up to his fight. That's a massive deal. Oh my lord. So he is actually going to be, I guess we're escorting Hawa and Tail out. But that, you know what I mean? Like, symbolically, that's such an amazing thing. To go from, like, not, you know, to being so doubtful of yourself to being like, please show up to my fight. I will not let you down. Legitimately such a great thing.
Don't spread it around.
Are we going to have to fast travel again to wherever it is? Where is it? Oh, it's here. Okay. Yeah, such an amazing... We're going to talk about all this now in a minute as well, because probably going to be wrapping up after this too.
But
I feel like I always go in circles. Maybe they just look like similar areas.
This is far enough. Go back and take care of your business.
Tail, you did amazing. Tail, you did amazing.
Aww, it's suffocating trying to keep a secret. I have to spill the beans. Mr. Tail actually came to look for you, too.
Yeah?
You dare.
No, what's it about? Let us know. Don't be afraid to speak your mind.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tail.
Oh.
In truth, Mr. Tail really likes watching.
So he is a fan. He wanted to help Luka because he didn't want him to drop out of the fight. That's so great. Tail helped as well because he wanted to see Luka fight.
You rascal.
That's so sweet.
How are you even a judge when you can't even keep a secret? Forget it. I'll deal with you when we get back.
No, don't be mean to her. That's so sweet, though. So when he said this is his fans, it legit was his fans.
Anyway, you heard it. You better be a good coach and make sure that kid wins a few matches next time.
This is so sweet. I won't let you down.
Good. I'm counting on you then. We're leaving. See you some other time.
Bye. Do your best for the popularity revival repechage.
We will. The voice acting is so good in this game. Listen. Bye. It's such great choices, you know? Such great
Papa and
choices.
Tail have gone home. I should also head back to the lounge to prepare for the repechage.
It's Argenti! Argenti's the next fight. We saw Argenti got knocked out and he's in the popularity thing. Oh my god. So we have Argenti coming up next as well. Guys, this is so exciting. This is so amazing. This is such an incredible arc for Luka. And it's honestly like been going on for like a while. I think this is a long event, 100%. But I think that like, I generally think that like Honkai Star Rail like do like chunkier events than even like Genshin, I think. There are very chunky events, I think. But I think that's going to end it here, guys. Look at this poster though. Look at this. Pretty men shouldn't fight each other, I'm telling you. But if they have to fight, what do we do, you know? It's just a bunch of my favorite characters going against each other. Let's go back to the Astral Express. And we'll talk about some of the stuff that happened in this episode. Again, I think one of those situations that, like, you know, it's one of those times in Honkai Star Rail that we're not talking about, like, heavy, big lore implications all the time. We're not talking about, you know, big advancements in a worldwide story. Are you still here, Jade? Are you still here? We're talking about, like, a very personal story mixed with some stuff, like, say, with Igor in the backdrop as well. I don't know why I'm doing this for. I just saw something I could open and went for it. I think it's honestly what makes this so interesting, because a lot of it is battles. Like, let's be honest, a lot of this is battles, but I really like the battles, and they're really, really fun. I got mail. Of course, my credits. Let's zoom in now and have a little chat with you guys. So, We continue on with the tournament. I think the first part of this episode we did was trying to like see if we could heal Luka's hallucinations. And in a very charming, funny scene, we went to Lingsha, and once again, it made Luka more nervous than anything going to Lingsha, because I think it's one of those things where like every single place, and they built it up in such a fantastic way, by the way, his doubts about himself, his doubts about this new area, his nervousness, his nervousness and anxiety didn't just come from the fact that he's in a big place, but they're showcasing it from the fact that like he went to the Alchemy Commission and he's like, oh my god, this place is not the Alchemy Commission, what do they call it? I forget. But they're like, he's like, this place is massive. It's so much bigger than anywhere on Belobog. Everywhere he went, there's like a new thing where it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. Look how big this place is. This place is massive. This place is huge. Of course it's going to induce anxiety. And then he's having all these hallucinations. But we met up with Sushang and Lingsha, and they kind of like, at least attempted to help him with his anxiety, had a bit of fun with him there. We had a bit of some fun scenes, but it obviously wasn't as effective as we thought it'd be, because it seems we found out basically it wasn't medical. It wasn't a medical thing. Now, again, anxiety can be like, I believe reduced through actual medicine. And there is like it legitimately did help in some way, where he said he did feel like he's a little bit calmer when he did hug this the little animal that she gave him, the scurf, whatever. So that did help in some way. But the problem that was affecting Luka was more, I think, mental than it was, and you could say spiritual, mental and spiritual than it was like medical, right? Than it was that as well. Even though, again, as I said, modern medicine can help with like some of the kind of like mental health stuff as well, 110%. Of course it can. But obviously there's problems that are root problems that you have to deal with psychologically as well. And we saw that here with Luka too. But I do think it's really interesting how there was a prescription that was given to Luka, which actually does make sense too, because I think doctors do this, and you guys can tell me as well, I think doctors do this when it comes to like stuff with depression and anxiety as well, where they will do like a, maybe get out more, maybe try to, exercise if you can. Not everyone can, but like if you can. Do all this stuff too, take steps forward. And like, I think, the prescription of like, hey, go for a walk and get acquainted with the place was actually a really good idea, because while he was nervous about the Xian show, I think it's true for anything. Taking a walk around any location will make you feel a little bit better. If you're in a new place, even if it's a holiday, it will make you feel better. And that's what happened here, is that like, obviously it didn't make him feel perfect. But on this journey with, walking, having a stroll around this place, he met Yanqing. And the Yanqing scene is so amazing to me as well, which, by the way, I probably inserted there as well, but I just found out that he's like, everyone who's born in the Luofu is a long life species. But no matter what, Yanqing's always going to be a baby to me. I don't care. I don't care what age he like is. Apparently, he's always going to be a baby. But yeah, the scene with Yanqing to me is such a beautiful scene, because it was one of those moments I feel like where Yanqing was just having the time of his life with Luka. And I think it's not, and now I look back on it, and I think it's a perfect example of like why Luka is so important to people in everyone's lives. Is not his outgoing personality that obviously like in some cases is like, he puts it on to kind of like make people feel better. But like him talking to Yanqing and then putting each other at ease for a moment showcases why Luka, like it wasn't a mistake for Luka to ask Marjorie to keep fighting. And I'm using that as a weird example, but it's like, he is a valuable person in anyone's life. Look how much he made like Yanqing smile and laugh. You know what I mean? Just on their first meeting, Luka was able to do this. That's the power of what Luka holds over people. Is that it's the same thing he gave. And I know in Margie and Yanqing are completely different situations, like completely different situations. But I'm using it as an example of like, this is why Luka is so important to people like Margie. It's because while everyone else is like telling you, you're gonna die, you're gonna lose, you're gonna, eventually you're gonna get sick. There's a real problem. You can't go outside. You can't do this. He's the person that's there, trying to like boost other people's confidence, while having these problems within himself. The moment where him and Yanqing are shouting about beating Yanqing, like, is such a sweet moment. I compared it to like a Final Fantasy X type of scene, and I mean that in the most like honor. One of my favorite RPG of all time. So like it's an honor for me to be like so homely and cozy and nostalgic for a scene that I just had there right then and there. Such a beautiful, like, adorable scene. Like Yanqing playing along, all these people who know Yanqing and the Luofu just being like, why does Yanqing say he's going to beat himself? But Yanqing went along with it because, again, Yanqing can tell the spirit of Luka is something that is pure. It's such a pure spirit. There was no, like, you could tell from the second he met Luka, it was like, this dude's brilliant. You know what I mean? This dude is brilliant. I think Luka has like a very infectious feel about him. We felt that too when we first met Luka in the game in previously. And by the way, I don't think his positivity and his enthusiasm was all faked or anything like that. I just mean that there is obviously problems that he has within himself. But that scene is like a perfect idea of, like, again, for me as well, when I first met Luka, I was smiling from ear to ear. I thought he was amazing. He's so incredible. And we saw that here with the scene with Yanqing too. A really beautiful, outgoing, vibrant scene that showcases why Luka is such an important person in people's lives for motivation, 100%. But it was after that we actually got to see the... this is before this, I think. We saw the scene with Lynx and Qingque and Igor. And we got to like have like a look into Igor's past, which I think is such an interesting thing if you do a parallel for what Luka maybe is feeling now in a way, where Igor kind of felt like he was, fighting this uphill battle to save Belobog, to fight for Belobog. And there was a pressure put on him there, that he put on himself there as well. Igor severed his own arm to make himself look more entertaining. He fought for the IPC were basically his sponsors. But desperately he was trying to save the Belobog when nobody would listen to him. Nobody cared for what he had to say. He felt like he was just a puppet in these fights. He felt like he was just put there to fight. And the reason I think you can compare that to Luka's story as well, I don't think you have to compare everything to it, because we're probably going to learn more about Igor as well. But I think in Luka's mind as well, like, he probably sees himself, he puts a lot of his own worth into the idea of fighting. His own worth is in winning and continuing to win. And that in some way would make you feel less human, in my opinion. It would make you feel like you're not, that you don't deserve to, not that you don't deserve, but you're not supposed to live this life. You're supposed to win. You're supposed to keep fighting, because if you don't do that, then everyone else around you sees you losing the fight. And then you become less of an inspiration to people. And then other people who are fighting for their lives, like the people of Belobog, like Margie, they look to you for an inspiration. And now they see you losing, it becomes less than inspirational. And I do think you can compare it in that way too. But the reason we learned about Igor is, I think we're going to learn more about Igor as time goes on as well. He was a fighter that was fighting outside of Belobog before the disaster happened. The Antimatter Legion invaded Belobog and destroyed a bunch of things. And then he felt so guilty and so horrible. Not guilty, he felt so horrible about this. He wanted to, spread the word. But again, they saw them as more of an object than an actual person. It was like, you're not like we only care about the entertainment aspect of this thing. We only care about how much you entertain us and how happy you make us. We don't give a damn about Belobog. We don't want to hear your speeches. We want to just see you fight. And that's why Igor was feeling incredibly down about all this stuff too. He's a character that cared so, and again, parallels to Luka, not only just the hair and the arm, but also the care for Belobog and the want to help Belobog and the want to support Belobog. And the same way Luka wanted to support the people of the underworld as well. We had the fight with Boothill, which is such an important pivotal turn for Luka's character as well, because that fight with Boothill was a moment that was a representation of Luka's fears and the voices in his head and the noise in his head that was keeping him stuck in place. He's a character that clearly has changed a bit for me now. Because originally, we saw him as this very confident person who had a heart of gold. He was someone who was very self-confident, a really, upbeat and happy all the time and kind of very confident. He acted like he was his own superhero or whatever, and he was in his own TV show. But we found out he acted that way because that's the way Margie, that's what Margie put on him, and he wanted to keep that going for Margie. Even the at first we thought it was a very cheesy, heroic title he gave to himself, but that was Margie's title, and from the storybook that he wrote. But here we see that after Margie's death affected him in a crazy way. The people that died in Belobog in the underworld affected him in a crazy way. And this is why he got so defensive when it came to, and obviously even at the base level of people, wanting to see or referring to people of the underworld as subservient. Of course it's going to upset him anyway, and it's valid to be upset about that. But it upsets him too, because he has watched the people of Belobog in the underworld die from horrible reasons and from preventable reasons. Medical. The way he phrased the thing that happened to Margie means that there wasn't enough resources there. That even though Natasha's amazing, she wasn't able to save her because there wasn't enough help and resources, because the underworld was cut off from the overworld. That's sick. It's horrible. He talks about how people would die from murders. And we saw already what was happening when we went there to the underworld. There was there was infighting. There was resources management that was making people go crazy. People were trying to kill each other for resources. And that is because what happens is, again, I'm not excusing, by the way, the attacks some people had on other people. I'm not excusing that, but I'm saying that like, what happens is if you put people in one space and trap them there and make them fend for themselves, basically, and then the resources become limited. At first, people will try to work together, but eventually there's going to be some people. There will be, and I'm not excusing what they did to people. Whatever, I just say it's gonna happen that people are gonna be like, well, I want those resources, and if I don't get those resources, then my people are gonna die. Well, if I don't get those resources, then we're gonna die, and it creates this infighting that shouldn't happen, but it does happen. And he watched people die. He watched people suffer. He watched people like that he couldn't help, while he all that time was trying to be this inspiration of, if I keep fighting and if I keep winning, I can showcase that these people can keep winning too. But it kept degrading away at him, because watching these people die and watching Margie die, to him at the time felt like them losing a fight. And he then, to me, his fighting in the pit was the only thing that kept him together. Because if he can keep winning these fights in the pit, like in that fighting club, then he's able to say, well, I'm winning. I am winning. I am winning. And I use the analogy a million times, but the whale and the teardrop thing. In Balebog, Luka is a whale and a teardrop. He is the most important fighter. He is, in the underworld, he is the most famous fighter. He is an inspiration to so many. When he came to the Luofu, it's like being into science when you're in school, and then going to a college for science. And in some ways, you look around and like every single person is into the same thing as you. Every single person. Well, not every person, but every single person has a similar drive to you. Every single person like has the same favorite subject. We're all here for science. You go to the Luofu, to the war dance, all of a sudden you go from being like the most important fighter and a fighter who is like, representing, who was so beloved and all this stuff too, to not only having to claw your way back up to the top, but you're in a war dance with Argenti, with Bootill, with Topaz. You're surrounded by people like Yanqing. These are all fighters who love the art of fighting and the art of competition and all this stuff. All of a sudden, you now have to deal with the fact that you have aspects to yourself that are mortal. You have aspects to yourself that like are not perfect. I'm not saying Lucas ever saw himself as perfect, but I'm saying like that winning the fight did keep him in place. So losing a fight to Boothill was a really important matter for him, because it kind of like not only showed his fear of death, but showcased that he has these doubts about himself that all relate back to the people of the underworld. He saw them losing battles in his own eyes. He saw them dying. And now he sees himself losing against Boothill. And all of a sudden he's gone from, again, that person who wins all those fights in the underworld to being a person who doubts himself. What's the point of fighting? Why should I keep going in the tournament if I'm going to lose anyway? All these people kept fighting and they lost anyway. Margie lost anyway. Margie lost that fight. The noise in his head telling him this. You're going to die if you go near Boothill. If you go towards Bootill, you will die. If you keep fighting, you will die. This thing in his head. And I think even like the stuff with Qingque, I think the Qingque representation was also a representation of the people of the underworld suffering. She was a representation of the subjugation of the people of the underworld. And then the memory zone meme death was also a fear of death, the fear of fighting against death. The fear of, if you, again, it's those things where like, if I keep going, I will die. But if I don't do anything, at least I'll live. Or I'm going to die anyway. Like, no. So his point was, no matter what, if I fight right now, I will die. If I lose, I go back a loser, and that's just as good as dying as well. His whole point was, Boothill has his life in my hands. I showed up today, I trained, I worked hard, and no matter what, and even after all that, someone else decides my fate. That's the thing that was going through his mind. That's the thing that was going through his mindset. Like, no matter what, I trained so hard, I fought so hard, I did all this stuff. And still, someone else decided my life. And I love Tail, like, a way to break through from him. Tail fought back against it and said, that's life. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna fail things. We're all gonna get diseases. Not all of us, but some of us will get diseases. Some of us will get sick. Some of us will get injured. Some of us will die quicker than others. But does that mean we shouldn't fight? And I brought up the point as well. I love that the game turned on its head, because I don't mind being like wrong about my interpretations, especially when the game does something even better, I think. But like, I brought up the point of just like, even early on, that like Margie to me was someone who had an amazing life and fought for her life, and Luka was a part of that. And if Luka just decided to not fight, and Luka decided to just give up early on in life, Margie wouldn't have had those like few years of happiness that she had, you know, getting supported by Luka. She wouldn't have had that. Luka wouldn't be a part of her life. She was going to die because of what happened it was happening in the underworld, but Luka gave her that happiness for a small time. The way the game turned on its head, though, is they talked about the noise in Luka's head, and there was one voice always telling him to keep going. And Gepard said that's the voice you should listen to. When you're in peril, when you're in trouble, that voice will appear. And that's the voice that matters. Not the voice that's telling you you're less than. Not the voice that's telling you to run away. The voice that made... Here's the thing. He lost the Boothill very quickly. But he still stared down the freaking barrel and took 6 shots. Like, that's incredible. Any other person would have died to the 6 shots, right? Yeah. And the way it turned on its head, by the way, was that they said, like, and Tail did it too. Tail was like, eh? Because, like, me too, I was like, what? Because my whole point was, like, Margie didn't lose a fight. She died, right? But then Luka said, Tail goes, did Margie lose a fight? And he goes, yeah. But she fought so hard beforehand. She fought for her life. She fought for everything. And in the end, because she fought so hard, she's a winner in my heart. And it's so beautiful for Luka to say. It's so incredible. Because that's him saying that even though we might die in the end, even though we might fail in the end, I'm able to look at myself and say, I did fight. I did fight for something. I did fight to protect people. I did fight in the war dance. And that's such an incredible story for Luka. To go from a person who saw the suffering in the underworld and wanting to fight for them, to then going to watching people die and watching Margie die, and trying to satiate himself by winning all these fights. I'm winning, everything's good, I'm winning. Losing to Gepard shook him. But then Gepard, sent him off to the Lafu. He goes to the Lafu. He realizes that he's like, there's a lot of crazy fighters here. This place is massive. There's a bigger world out there than even expected. He wins his fight against Topaz, but he has these hallucinations that are making him feel a certain way. He then loses his fight to Boothill. And the loss to Boothill made him like equally realize like how, losing it at the time made him realize that like it was that maybe he's out of his depth, but in reality he learned the right lesson. He still faced it head on, and he still worked so hard, and he still fought so hard, and there's people that still believe in him, and he should believe in himself. What an incredible arc that Luka's been on. From watching, as I said, from watching people suffer and thinking that everyone was losing a fight there, to now realizing that even in losses, you can find victory in your hearts if you try hard enough and if you do try. And Yanqing's on that journey too. Losing to Blade, losing to Qingque, and learning all this stuff too. You can learn so much from that. Guys, this is incredible. He is such an incredible arc and such an incredible story. They've taken like a character I already thought was amazing and turned it completely around and made an even different layer to this character. One of the best character arcs you've seen in this game easily, and that's saying a lot because there's amazing character arcs in this game, guys. Guys, this has been incredible. This has been so amazing. We're not done yet. There's still more to come. I hope you guys are having such a great time with the series. I'm having a fantastic time with the series as well. I'm having a blast. It's been incredible. It's been absolutely incredible, and we're not done yet. We're coming into December, by the way, and December I will be like doing a lot of stuff there over the time as well. We don't take a break for Christmas, by the way, on this channel. If you're new to the channel, maybe you came from Honkai Star Rail. It won't be. I don't know if there will be a Honkai Star Rail video on Christmas. There will be. Because it's a Thursday, I think, isn't it? It's a Thursday. So you will see a Honkai Star Rail video on Christmas, and you will see another video that evening, whatever series we're doing at the time. Maybe still, I probably still will be Ace Attorney. So it'll be Ace Attorney, but what will happen with Ace Attorney videos, it will usually be like a extra long, like 2-hour video for Ace Attorney, because I know not everyone has someone to spend time with at Christmas, not everyone celebrates Christmas. So the people that do celebrate Christmas, you can watch it the next day if you want. The people that don't and, get sadder on Christmas or whatever, the video is going to be there for you anyway. We don't take a break on Christmas. Yeah, and we've done it. By the way, that's a tradition we've done for years now. If you're new to the channel, we've done that every single year for the past 4 years. We do like a Christmas special. We do not stop uploads at Christmas because some people maybe want some. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I would say thank you to my patrons at the highest tier of my Patreon, and thank you to Tyfire 2, JB Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost Azuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Lynx Markey, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Casparian, Jared Bianum, and at the highest tier on my YouTube, Rogama7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. And thank you to new patrons at the highest tier, Neo, Shadowite. Thank you for joining. See you guys so soon. Bye-bye.